Yeah.
He's a 40-year-old man with Down syndrome. You can't yell at him.
I wish the rest of the world got
And
to
he
hear
was
that
smart
story.
as hell, though. He knew he could get away with anything.
Yeah.
He used to pee with the door open.
Dude, I used to have to chase him down.
Just Hog City, dude. Just out there peeing with the door open.
Literally. I'd have to chase him down out of my office.
At work, not like at home. Hold it up!
Did anybody yell, hold it up at work?
Probably, dude.
Yeah, it was pull it up.
Yeah,
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Oh, we get demonetized immediately.
Yeah, instantly.
What up? Hey, everybody in the chat.
Oh, my God.
Oh, who do we got? Details by Douglas. Doug, incredible job on that Raptor. My old man is stoked. I haven't seen it, but I can't even imagine how much time he put in that thing. God bless
Oh,
you.
you haven't seen it yet?
No. Scott Everone in the room.
What's going on?
Always a pleasure. P. Coots. Lane in the room. Matt Hood, good to see you. Matt Rabbit Design. Rusty Nuts. Lane JPG. What's going on? How is everybody?
I got some Tetris going here.
Nobody else in the chat room at all.
Are you
Big in
playing
the
it?
Tetris game.
I'm playing right now.
You playing Tetris?
You're never gonna beat it.
Can you see the next piece?
I can.
Here's the problem. That computer can run to level 40,000.
Right.
Like, you need to get
Right,
like
a Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I'm already not doing as good
Carmen
as I
Cam, hello.
Oh, my God. You're you're at his highest level on like level 151.
Yeah.
I'd imagine Tetris on a new thing. Kyle Britt, Happy New Year's to you. Yeah, Tetris is serious business.
Some people just aren't cut out for that Tetris life.
Today's the last day you can say Happy
12
New Year's.
plus hours of pure joy on the Raptor. Thanks, Doug. That's sick, man. It looks awesome. DJ, hello, man. What's happening?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Today is Per Lavery David. Today's the last day you can say Happy New Year.
What do you mean?
It's too late. Like
Oh.
you can't say it after January 3rd.
I hit someone with a Happy New Year today. There's a bunch of people. This is my first day back at work, so I had to Happy New Year a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of
Get it out of the
hand
way.
and candy
Yeah.
striping, kissing
Yeah.
babies.
Yep.
I opened the new box of lollipops for you today.
Yeah, believe me, I was deep in there, dude.
What kind of lollipops
Lots
you
of
guys
water
get
on
at
the
work?
table.
What are
Tootsie
they?
Pops, dude.
Yeah.
Tootsie Pops
Okay.
slap. Jordan, what are we on a diet? Lots of water at the table. Yeah, we are. I already had my energy drink. I gotta have it early because I'm old now.
Speaking of energy drinks,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shook.
Paracetamol Red Bull sucks ass. Yep.
Yesterday we went to the hill. I didn't want to tell it before. Whatever. We went to the hill, and it was the morning. It was like, oh, what's a morning Red Bull? And they have a pear cinnamon, which slaps. And I tell Shook about it from the goodness of my own heart.
Trying
He
to
thinks it's-
share.
He thinks, hold it up, and he thinks it sucks.
You wanted me to drink a fucking Christmas wreath.
Dude, just fucking enjoy it, all
It
right?
tastes like somebody blended Christmas and put it in a cup of shit.
Yeah, minus the shit, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to something like this is a blend of Christmas, you know what? I kind of want to taste
My
it.
man, Renato
But, like,
Oliveira over there.
minus the shit.
A little shout out.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
What's up? Pear cinnamon bangs. Bring Matt Wood back on the podcast. No. Shush trying to start a fucking motorcycle over there.
I want to live. I don't want to die to
Dude,
Matt's
turn
gas.
that air conditioning on in here.
A little warm, we can turn it
No,
on.
I was fucking trying to air out this guy's
I'm
ass.
globally warming this room,
This guy's fucking Dutch ovening himself.
tearing so much ain.
You're changing the climate with your ass,
Yeah.
with your NOx gas.
Yeah, we got to reduce carbon over there. Some real carbon emissions coming out of that guy's ash.
Anus.
Completely agree with Shook. That's the first time that's ever been said in the chat room.
The
Thank you,
anus
Kyle.
is loose.
Scott Norton, love to see it.
Nothing better than a good old Scott Norton.
Hold it
Scott
up.
Norton.
Wow, Scott Norton.
Must be a big day. He must have had a good day at work.
He's had a good day, yeah. Oh, it probably is a good day. I think stuff might actually calm down.
Yeah.
P. Cooch wants you to ask Mike about his radios.
His old radios.
No jumping ahead.
Yeah, what
Old
the
radio.
fuck?
Pat always roasts me because I have like a stack of like 90s just shitty CD players.
Man, it
The ones like car
And
ones.
I just like won't throw them away for whatever reason. Half of them I don't even have like the correct plug that goes in the back. I don't know. I have a lot of stupid stuff in my garage that just kind of hangs out and collects dust.
Sometimes
Yeah.
P. Cooch is eyeing one of them, you know?
Nah, he goes in there because he's ADD and he looks at all the stuff I have on my shelves and loses his mind. He's like, "Why do you have this?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Why not?
I've
Yeah,
just had
we'll
them
find
for
out
years."
someday.
Is it like random Honda parts?
Lots.
Shook, you're not
Yeah.
signed into the
Yeah.
chat? How are you going to ban hammer people?
I don't know. It should just automatically sign me in. Sign into
I think
the
I'm in.
chat.
Yeah, I think. No, you know what? I am, but not under me.
Well, it's gonna. Oh no. Yeah, I'll just do it from my phone, I guess. Fuck around, and make me pick up my phone, and you will find out, I guess.
Am I
Test.
me?
Am I me? What are you, Jackie Chan from the movie Who Am I? Who am I?
Somebody sent me a video of Jackie Chan, and he's got a bunch of hidden apartments,
Oh yeah.
and it's the coolest thing.
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know. They're hidden.
Do you mean
And-
compartments?
Jackie
I'm
Chan
gonna
looks
give you the
ancient.
whole load today.
I haven't seen
like
him
his
recently.
hidden apartments like throughout the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They look like warehouses.
yeah.
Oh, really?
And then like there's not trap doors, but there's hidden doors.
It's not just that people don't know he owns it. It's the fact that like it's a warehouse that he lives in.
It doesn't
Yeah.
even look like somewhere someone would live.
Industrial areas. Let's put it
If
that way.
if I wasn't married, I would 100% live in a warehouse. I mean,
Yeah.
I think every man would, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Literally.
had no interest whatsoever in like ever like going beyond just being a dude,
if that wasn't
grab a warehouse.
like-
I'm losing it at how Matt would spell ancient. You put like ain, like anus. He's fucking ancient.
Heavy stress on the aim.
yeah,
Yeah,
aim.
heavy stress on ain. Stress
Yes.
that ain.
no, but will you live in a warehouse, dude?
Yeah, 100%.
It should be like that side of the building. Throw a bed in there.
Right, exactly. like
I mean,
tap
that's-
into the hot and cold water somehow.
Isn't that
Shower.
what, like barndominiums are pretty much.
Basically,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
fancier
basically a
version.
little fancier.
No,
yeah.
no, it is. It's very much the same thing.
But they're there to pull the wool over the eyes of everybody that lives there,
Sure.
minus the dude who's like, "Yeah, I want a
Yeah, as long as-
bardominium."
Imagine the joy of like 20,000 square feet of straight floor space just as a man.
I
Just like
forgot.
there it is.
It's just
There
one
was-
share of TV and an Xbox.
I can ride a go kart in my house.
Yeah, how big's your house? It's about 4 pallets high. Wait, what? Nothing. I live in a totally normal apartment.
Yeah, yeah.
I live across some oil drums in East Providence.
There is a video of some dude of like, they're like, "Oh, here's my dad's barndominium," but it's like just the dude, so everything's completely open.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's
The
his
best.
kitchen in the middle of this giant cement floor. And then here's his bathroom over here, somewhat in the corner. And then his bed is right here.
Paradise,
It's,
dude.
I'm like, you know what? I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I know Andy has a really cool Bondo, the guy my brother got his S4 from.
Yeah.
And he doesn't live in it per se. He definitely could if he had to bail. He's good.
Right. He's got the, yeah.
Has like the loft and had the big floor space. He's a mountain bike guy, so he had all the mountain bike shit.
Yeah.
Couple spots for a car.
Nice.
That's all I want, dude. I could totally bail on the house and just have this giant, like, the bigger the better.
Yeah, just get rid of your family.
Imagine this: there's no grass, no grass to mow.
Right.
Just a parking lot.
It's a cement floor, so how
Just a parking
often?
lot to plow.
It's basically no. I put a roof over the whole thing.
Oh, the whole parking lot.
This whole lot would be roofed.
Just make it all the roof all like solar
One
panels.
room with heat. The room
Yeah.
you sleep in has heat. Everything else you just have the Carhartt like zip up fleece line jumper.
Yeah. Always. I mean, you could,
You get a plethora of them.
55-gallon drum in the middle of the floor. Wouldn't bother anything.
Yeah, you can put a fire.
Then you say it's a
inside.
commercial space, so you're just getting inventory. You're getting charged tax on inventory and some property tax.
Right.
What's in the inventory? Nothing.
Yeah.
Light on inventory right now.
You're a little light on inventory. You aren't living here, are you? Nope.
I keep some ramen.
I remember Sweet Pete's warehouse. He had a guy living in the back of it.
Beat was interesting.
That warehouse was even a little messy for my taste, if I'm honest.
A little.
I remember finding an M5 in a pile of engine components. Like, oh, there's a car here. Ooh, Raph in the room. What's up? Tim Connors. Nick Paws R. What's going on? The old toilet in the kitchen gang. Yeah, dude, I think that's 100% true.
Who we kissing?
Every man would live in a fucking warehouse if he could. How much easier it would be?
I wouldn't hate it.
That'd be great. I'd probably have a wrestling ring in there. I'm not going to lie.
Doesn't Tommy Effia live in a warehouse?
Tommy, if he lives somewhere now.
Definitely.
I know.
put a
Hey,
mini
Tommy,
ramp.
return my phone calls, you know?
Mini ramp.
Mini ramp, wrestling ring.
Yeah.
What are the cool shit?
Basketball net.
Yeah,
Bay for golf. There is, oh my God.
Ollie
Endless.
manual pad,
Fucking a
That's true.
full DDR.
pitch and
game.
putt,
Excuse me?
Full DDR
oh, yeah, a
game.
Dance Dance
Yeah,
Revolution
with the
game?
pads and everything.
Diamond Dallas Page.
You're not allowed in my warehouse anymore.
What? Guitar Hero
Yeah,
with the
dude.
guitar?
Guitar Hero, fine.
I think what you're looking for is a salon.
I'm just trying to kiss my friends.
DDR. You'd have to have that in like the back room of the warehouse that nobody knew about.
Right.
What's that noise back there? Nothing.
It's crazy because I know
supposed to be my welder
I
kicking
know
on.
that you
just get
motherfuckers, the
tabs.
first thing you'd go towards is the DDR. I don't know who you're
that
trying to lie
is-
to live in the air.
I've never played that game.
well,
Yeah.
you don't need to lie to kick it in front of all.
Have
of
you
our
played
viewers.
DDR?
I'm fucking sick of DDR. I haven't played in probably like 10, 15
Yeah,
years.
yes.
Minutes.
Fucking unbelievable.
I'd be wheezing 15 steps in, you know?
I just pictured Grandma's Boy.
I've never played DDR.
Oh,
I've never
this good?
actually played it.
Is this
think
good?
I
Did I
have either.
win?
Is this good? Did I win?
I think I
Yeah.
broke it.
I hate your face.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it is. Definitely a rewatch. All right.
Oh, ball pit. Nick Pawzars for my spirit animal. Bouncy house. Just have that thing running all day. You're a commercial electric. You probably use 3-phase electric. Imagine how fast that goddamn bounce house would go up. Got 300 plus volts in this baby.
It overinflate.
Yeah. It's just floating in your warehouse. That's it. Filled with helium. All right. I think we can get going.
I think so.
Yeah.
We just use all the good material.
Did anybody give
That's why I come
Carman
for the
Cam his
pre-show.
stuff yet?
What Carman can't? Oh, he won?
No.
Perfect.
No, we're wait. I gotta hit him up. We need some new stuff.
All
We're
right,
gonna give
don't
away
run
new
you
stuff
straight.
today, though.
You can tell him right now.
When did he win?
While ago.
It was the in chat
Okay.
for the YouTube. That was the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's on you. I was like, yeah, I didn't keep.
Yeah, that was.
Track
It was.
of
I
Shit,
forgot
that's
how
on
we
you.
did it. I can't remember how he won. We gotta send him something.
Justice for Cam.
We've been giving the runaround for quite a while now.
Yeah, let me put this in
Free my
here.
guy Cam.
Justice for Cam.
The
That'll
best part
remind
is
me.
I probably live less than 10 minutes away from him.
You know what? That's why.
Why is it? Oh, don't put this on me.
No,
Oh,
because we were gonna give it to you to give
I
to
was
him,
here for 2 episodes after we mentioned it.
and I think we attempted to, and then you disappeared. I can't remember, but
I
it's
don't
your
know. It
fault.
sounds an awful lot like you're pointing fingers
I
at me.
can't remember, but it's 100% your fault.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, pretty defined lines there. Okay, yeah, let's go. Actually, before you good? You got any questions before we go?
No, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Shook, get ready. You ready?
Before you
Oh, yeah,
go.
you
He's
gotta-
gonna count you in.
Yeah, count me in.
3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hold it up.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello, hello.
Shook TD's over there. Man in the Ivories, drinking the pear cinnamon drink.
He's starting to like it. I can see it in his eyes.
He's not going to not finish it.
His beady, bloodshot eyes.
I paid for this. I'm gonna drink all of it. You know,
His cold, dead eyes.
it's disgusting.
You paid for my Slim Jim too, and ain't that?
It smelled disgusting.
No, I loved it.
What did you say it smelled like? Can you say what it smelled like?
I said it sounded like somebody blended up bacon and poured it in a cup of shit.
That's okay. Very descriptive.
It was good.
Also in studio, we have Mr. Mike C. He is going to chat with us about a famous slogan called "We'll Try," and we're going to talk some Hondas and maybe a little drift cars, drift builds, things like that. But before we get rolling, this week's episode is brought to you by you. That is everybody out there who subscribes to the B4B, and it helps keep this train rolling. Yourselves included in the chat as well. We appreciate that. We need it. We got some new merch coming out soon. That's all I got for now. Let's
Do we,
get
do we have a date for the drop
Yeah, what's
This
the
weekend.
What's the drop date?
this weekend?
this weekend. Yeah.
We're wearing the merch.
Basically, yeah.
Josh has a hat on.
Yep.
And a sweatshirt.
We all have the sweatshirt on.
Shook's got a hat.
Shook at a hat that I immediately discarded.
It's in my car.
Why did you sound like? Why did you just
I forgot
question
what
that?
I did with it
Why did you
immediately.
just question? It's in my. It's in my car.
I think you gave it to me, and I walked immediately out to my car with it, so I wouldn't forget.
Is that shit
Yeah.
on the website?
No, not this weekend.
It's about to go on the website.
About to go on
Nobody
the
knows what it is. Oh no, we put pictures.
Yeah, I've been posting
beautiful
teasers
pictures
up.
of Corey on there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna hit the website this weekend. Yeah. So that'll be good. If you want some
It's
new,
exciting.
new
It's very exciting over
embroidered
here.
merch.
And we're going full embroidered. Everything's embroidered, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
time around.
It's
Full quality, full class.
a bit mature.
Yeah, this
It's
is
a
for the
mature
fucking
effort.
grown and sexy. It's like my crowd at New Year's. That's the grown and sexy crowd.
It's
Remember when clubs used to do that? This is
Yep.
for the grown and sexy.
the matures.
6 out of 25 getting free.
So yeah, that's coming up. And as usual, we're going to talk about some automotive news and events and all that sort of stuff. So we can get right into
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
some callbacks.
What do we got?
I've received a ton of messages related to the Wienermobile being for sale.
The Wienermobile is for sale?
15 grand
For the Wienermobile?
for the Wienermobile.
You know, I think we could crowdfund it.
I think I could buy it.
I think we could.
I don't think
crowdfund
that's
it.
frivolous. I could probably make 15 grand on the Wienermobile
I think
somehow.
we could crowdfund it, and then we could essentially like use our own Turo it to our listeners.
Hold on. Listen, picture this.
Yep.
The Bang Bus.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
2004.
In the Wienermobile?
2004.
15
Ford-
grand?
Somebody's
You'd be swimming in cash.
somebody in that realm probably already jumped on it, literally and figuratively.
There's a lot of glass in the Wienermobile for the Bang Bus.
Dude, I think
Now I've
that's
seen the
point.
Bang Bus. Not a lot of glass
From the inside.
from the outside. From the outside.
We're gonna keep kind of keep it on our hat where what's angle we saw it from. Is it running? Ran well parked?
2004 Crown Victoria hot dog mobile.
Is that what it's based on?
That's gonna be the slowest thing on earth.
It's a Crown Vic.
Low mileage vehicle running on hot dog oil. So much hot dog the seat even has a built-in chili dog. $15,000.
Let me see the picture.
Is it for real? That doesn't sound like a real for sale ad.
That's
God,
the
it's
Wiener.
so good looking.
How could
Can't
15 grand?
possibly
Where?
Be a Crown Vic underneath.
How
of
could that possibly be 15 grand? That's probably one of the best deals I've ever seen.
How's there a
You
chili
guys
dog in the
kidding me?
seat?
I thought you were saying it's gonna be like 100 grand.
It looks like a solid investment, if you ask me.
Imagine bringing that.
Let me see if
Someone
I
in
can
the
pull
chat
this up.
asked if there was anyone has. It was ZHP192. Anyone on the chat have leads? Have seen a marketplace for a potential Lemons car. There it is.
Crown Vic could run forever.
Very recognizable.
Won't be fast, but
Imagine going
I mean,
on a
it's
date
on the drive.
and
Let's
picking
see.
up the lady in the Wienermobile. It's all on the table.
This was all right. I found one article from way back.
About what?
The Wienermobile for
Yeah,
sale.
but how about the one for sale?
I'm trying to drive it to like the airport and leave it for a week.
in long-term parking.
Hey, what's the clearance on this parking garage?
They're gonna charge you for 4 spots.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I can't find. I mean, granted, I'm just.
We can't find where the buy now button is.
Yeah, it's true.
Jordan Revival presents Doggy Style, $4.99. That's brilliant. Imagine we sell hot dogs out of that thing.
Oh my god, can sling whatever you want out of that thing. Sausage and peppers.
I mean,
Yeah, right over there.
Love me a good sauce.
I gotta. How could you not make 15 grand a year turoing that?
On
thing?
just right, just
Oh yeah, you can
Imagine,
turn it.
picture this,
You know how many people are gonna wreck it though?
dude. Turo that thing on the Cape,
do you
Oh,
need?
yeah.
Oh my god.
P-Town? You'd be raking
dude.
it in.
It'd be fucking unbelievable.
I mean,
It'd be unbelievable, dude.
I just don't know how you can't make the money.
Yeah.
it's a if it's based on
And
a
yeah,
Crown
it could
Vic.
be it could be P-Town in the summer and then Miami in the winter.
If it's based on a Crown Vic, I don't believe you need any form of like
I'm trying to take that thing
you
down
know
Route
DOT
100
card to drive.
in Vermont in like the fall. It just would blend in with the colors.
Dude, I'm setting up the LLC right now.
Drive it up, down the Kang,
Yeah.
the Kank.
LLC, the passion penis.
You could just right. You could weave for the most part the livery there, minus the Oscar Mayer
Yeah,
part.
Wiener on wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, I 50 grand seems like a deal. Is there a place we can buy it?
No, it was posted by 1320.
It has to be false.
And then, I mean, yeah.
How can people
13
not see the opportunity presented in the Wienermobile?
Yeah.
It might already be sold. I wouldn't doubt. This has been up a couple hours. Let's see. If I can pull up the actual.
I'd probably take the first year just spend as a vagabond, just driving around in the Wienermobile. Just
Really
popping
get to
up
know
places.
it. You know, really get to know it in and out.
Just daily get to work.
And just never mention it.
Here's a 1952 Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Nah, I don't want a 52. Sounds. I need this. I need the sturdiness of a
antiquated.
Crown Victoria.
Oh my
from
god,
the
this is
90s.
the history of the Wienermobile.
Wow.
This looks like it'd be a good time to get into.
Imagine. I'm sure it's not fast enough, but how much fun it would be to get pulled over in that thing?
I got pulled over today.
They have to note what kind of car it is they get pulled over in.
I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
debate in the comments section here of what chassis it's really built on.
Yeah, I wonder what the registrations.
I don't need the debate. I just need to be able to buy the Wienermobile.
All right, hold on.
Listen, from the 40s to the 50s, the Wienermobile production was halted, so resources could be diverted to the war effort. So I didn't know they were producing that many that they needed to stop.
They started making tanks and making Abrams out of the chassis. I'll tell you what. It's very early in the year. I can definitely find a way to write it off by the end of the year.
Pretty sure it's fake.
I bet you it's
Yeah, it
built on
has
an
to be.
S10.
Yeah,
like
it's
has
definitely a fake ad. Let's see.
15
Fake
grand
ad.
doesn't make sense.
First time
Yeah.
on the internet. Oh, this is the person asking who posted it, which was 1320. And it said, "What makes you say that?" Because it's been done dozens of times with the same pictures off of Google and a poor bastard's phone number on the receiving end.
Oh, I like that even more. We should have made it our voicemail line.
It's and this even says it's fake.
Sherman
I fell
M1
for it and
Gagger.
messaged them. Yeah, too good to
Tiger
be
Frank.
true.
No, I mean, the Wienermobile's worth $50K minimum, let's be honest.
Right. That's That's the thing is it's sort of like
It's a piece of
it's
history.
sort of like when you buy into a
It's probably like, short of like the Declaration of Independence, it's probably the most important American document. This is the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
it's sort of like franchised. You know what I mean? When you buy into a Dunkin' or a McDonald's, it's like, yeah, you need to like pay us just to use the Oscar Mayer Wiener name.
50 millimeter shallot mustard cartridge.
We are the meat authority.
No, it's a Panzer Frank.
It's unbelievable. Well, yeah, I'm glad it's not real because that was too light,
Yeah.
and I would have felt like I missed out. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble for buying the Wienermobile, but my kids would have liked it enough to the point that I would have gone away with it. My kids saw the Wienermobile once and fucking lost their minds.
I've never seen it in person.
Really?
I'm dying to see it in
Oh,
person.
spectacular.
There's one in Portland, Connecticut.
What do you mean? It just sits there?
It just sit like he sells hot dogs out of it.
okay.
Oh, is it a real Wienermobile?
Yes, sir. I have a picture of it on my
The
phone
rear
somewhere.
end is rather like the front is impressive, but the rear end of that
Can we put eyes on this? Can we?
shook. Yeah,
this
if you
work?
can bring up the exact
Yeah,
article
sure, let me
that
stop
Corey
what
has.
I'm doing and help you guys out. You know,
Stop scratching your nuts over
Yeah.
there. Jeez.
I'm just scratching my balls.
This guy's leaning back. How time is live?
Fully
We've been talking about the Wienermobile for 20 minutes.
Reclined Wienermobile. I'm scared to Google this.
Double D.
If
time
we can
is
get a
construct.
yeah, we need an image of the rear. Like
Yo, look at the length on that.
There is
baby.
no fucking way that that's a Crown Vic.
That's
in there.
definitely a Crown Vic. It might be too small.
That looks like a Miata, my brother's.
You can't look at the headlights and taillights. You got to look at the space of the wheels.
Yeah,
it's
that's
an,
Yeah.
Also,
it's
look
an
at-
And it's a
Extendo
dually.
Cedo Miata.
It's a 6-lug.
it's a dually.
Look at
Looks
this.
dual
this
in
guy
the rear.
proposed to his wife with the wiener.
So you don't have to tub it out once you put the LS in.
Look at the exhaust underneath.
It could be an F-150.
Just put the thickness on there.
You're right. It could be.
Dude, can we see the inside? Is there a bunk bed back there? Because my idea at the Cape's getting better and better.
They made one out
There's
of a Mini.
there's various examples. Oh my god.
Oh God.
What do they call those? The cocktail Frank? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
It's a pig in a blanket.
Fuck, what are they called? They have a name though.
Frankmobile, Wienermobile.
That's the worst meme I've ever seen.
Yeah, how about this? Look at the gang. We really. That could be us. That could be the whole Revival Network staying us out of the Wienermobile.
Oh man, I'd love to do a human pyramid.
Wait, is that a Wiener motorbike and a Wiener Power Wheels?
Yeah,
What
it
is
looks like
that?
that's the whole
A
Wiener.
Wiener
unit.
airplane? That's the WCV. The Wiener Cinematic Universe?
It's a mutual consent wiener. I just threw a pear in my mouth. Thanks, Chuck.
Wow.
I mean, that picture
Wow,
right there
that's
of
a wiener
that
tank.
of that wiener going into the garage. Oh, wait, wiener plows into house.
Imagine if you rented this thing as an Airbnb. The fucking cleaning fees on this thing. Look at that unit.
I think that's a. Oh wait, no,
that looks like an
It's a wiener
E350.
Firebird.
it's kind of an imposter wiener.
That was a Peanut Mobile.
I hope it's built on a IROC Z chassis.
No, look at that one. Are those super tail lights?
Here.
They look like it.
Yep, it's a super
Oh, it's
turbo.
a Mark IV Super wiener. Is this one a dually though?
Two JZ.
Yeah, that looks like a very large wheel and tire.
It already has an LS in it. Well, it just needs a turbo then.
Good news is you could rent the Wienermobile on Airbnb.
Tell me about it. Oh, that's the one that's campered out.
$136 a night.
Where's that? It's gonna be some terrible place.
Chicagoland.
Once
Oh.
again, I'm back to the point. You bring that thing to the Cape, you're getting $500 a night.
Yes, it's $136 plus taxes and fees.
Park it on the beach.
Wow. Well, anyway, great time.
Great time. Uh-oh. Shook you. Our thing's all
No,
messed
it's
up.
not.
The feed is coming from inside the building.
What else we have for callbacks,
Calls from
Josh?
inside the house.
Now that Wienermobile one took us really off course.
Let me see if I have anything else.
The Wienermobile
Check
one
my
was
notes.
that was educational. I thought we went through a whole business plan
Ooh,
and then got destroyed.
here's one. We got to bring up this news. I mean,
Nope. It's too early for news.
yeah. I got to remember to bring this up then,
All right, write it down. Okay. I got some callbacks that aren't
please.
necessarily great. CRV. I talked about, I think last week, how it was the alternator that was dead on it. We
It
put,
must be the alternator.
we put it on Kyle's lift. He said it needs new end links. Like, oh, that's fine. Like, there were 2 broken end links on it, one on either side, front and back. And I bought 4 because I'm cheap and lazy, so I just replaced the ones that were broken and didn't replace the non-broken ones. So I was like, I'll just bring them down. And I went to the shop to check it out, and the Amazon end links I put on it had broken in less than a year. So
Like clean.
clean right at where the weld should have been. I mean,
I'd
the
be
weld was
surprised.
just decoration. So let that be a lesson to you. Amazon sells a lot of junk. My man Wayne Darcy,
Wade Darcy in the chat.
$2.99 Wienermobile conversion for Chuck's 32. Honestly, it'd probably be cheaper at this point.
Lots
you
of
could
foam.
probably build one from scratch.
Yeah,
We could be
realistically.
deep in a nice Wienermobile. I could have started with the Mark IV Super platform.
Yeah.
And go on Wiener from there. So yeah, remember Amazon sells just primarily junk as far as car parts go, as far as I can tell. So that's impressive though, because the other ones lasted 20 years and these lasted a year.
And-
OEM stuff is so expensive though.
Yeah, it is.
Like I just bought end links and sway bar bushings for my girl's SI, and they were like $80 a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
But they'll last. you know?
they should.
I mean, these were
forever.
$30 for 4.
Oh my God, dude.
30
And you
for
put them on the
4.
car?
Yeah, dude, it's a piece of fucking metal.
I went to go pick up.
Obviously, it wasn't
They
a good
connect
choice.
a lot of things.
Yeah, they do. I went to go pick up stock motor mounts for the SI, and the driver side one was $280. I said, I'm fucking out.
Yeah. Who
the
needs
dealer?
mounts, dude?
From the dealer. I wasn't even going to check the other ones.
Who needs mounts?
That's all I needed to see.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, that happened, so that's good. That thing's back together now. Still the best
She
car.
purring like a kid?
Dude, I think so, but it's only been driven from Katie's shop to like the garage over there, and it wasn't me driving it. But I'm gonna say it's perfect. All
right, that's
it's a CRV.
You
Yeah.
should just give it to me, I guess.
Also today, very big day. I dropped the beat off for paint,
That's huge.
so I'm
Jay.
very much on my way to becoming the Tyrese of this group. Huge shout out for Katie. He helped me drop it off, and left the body guys with some tips and tricks on how to get the kit on and off. Because Kyle volunteered to put the kit on the car, and I was like, I'll just have the body guys do it. And it looked like I kicked his dog. And I was like, all right, dude, you do it. And he did obviously an unbelievable job. Thing looks mint. So that's up there at my boys at Alpine. So we're going to see what happens to that. Hoping it comes back nice and spicy.
How many years do you think before you see it?
I'll probably get it right after the GTR. So never again.
Yeah. Decent amount of time.
So I'll never see that thing again. But it looked cool as it went into the shop. So now it's in paint jail. What else we got here?
Stay in the same color?
Yeah, I'm keeping it the red. I didn't want to. I've done that before.
You should have gone champ white.
I would have loved to go champ white, but as I said, I've color changed before, and I understand all the extra cost and time involved in doing such.
Nah.
And if the potential.
If the Band-Aid's coming off, just yank it off.
Band-Aid's staying on. So anyways, yeah, so that's getting painted. Very excited for that. Plus, red's hot. That's a hot color.
Red's a good color.
It is a hot color.
Red's a hot color. It's gonna be pretty hot when it comes out. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
Are you
Champ
doing
white?
anything to the the top? Like,
Yeah, I'm never putting it up again once winter goes away.
okay, fair.
You gotta find a hard top for those. Look unbelievable with the hard
I
top.
can't do it because it's a convertible. If I put a hard top on it, I'll never take it off.
That's what makes an S2000 so great. You put the hard top on, and now it's a great car.
It adds to it. Yeah.
Permanently mount it.
Now,
Yeah.
the best part about that car is that it's convertible.
Which you can scream to your boyfriends.
Dude, listen, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Listen, it doesn't have any.
Makes picking up dudes way easier.
There are literally no other redeeming factors in that vehicle. Get in,
I've
bitch.
driven it.
I'm just
Honestly,
kidding. It's
it
not
is
even
great.
plugged in.
It is great. It's convertible.
Get it, bitch. We're going to get an Orange Julius.
I'm just kidding. It's not even plugged in. So yeah, I'm very excited about driving my boyfriend around on that thing. It's gonna be the best.
I honestly can't wait. Thank you.
Same
Yeah,
for the Miata.
It's
Yeah, all
unfair.
right.
Have you driven one of those, Mike?
Beat?
Yeah.
No.
It is unfair how good they drive.
Yeah, it's
Really?
spectacular.
They
I
don't
mean,
do
when you-
donuts worth of shit though. We tried.
When
It's got
you
40 horsepower. What do you want it to do?
when you start putting it on paper, like mid-engine or rear mid-engine,
It sounds great.
ITBs, open top. It's just like,
It's
wait,
just it's motoring.
what is this? What are we talking? You're right. It's just
It
Plenty
shifts
of
like a
men-
Honda.
it's the Honda Beat.
Yeah. It shifts like a Honda.
It's
so
a
like
fucking
so
little
nice.
NSX.
What's in those? 3 cylinders?
Yeah, a Fury, 660 cc. I'll have you know.
Every one of them furious.
Yeah, and it just revs
It puts
to
out the same
moon.
horsepower as that S2000. It's
Yeah.
1 per liter,
Yeah.
so it
don't-
makes 66.
Yeah.
They don't feel like flimsy like a Del Sol.
No, they feel
Is that-
rock solid. But I'm used to driving K cars that all feel like shit.
Well, you talked about how like your other car, the what is it?
The Mira,
The Mira.
Mira's way faster,
Yeah.
feels flimsy.
Yeah. But it's also a lot lighter.
I took the seat out of the Mira one day, and I was like, wish I didn't do that. I literally like one hand just whoop, throw it out, dude. It was crazy.
The Honda Beat weighs a considerable amount more. A couple
200 pounds more, yeah. Which doesn't make sense because it's smaller.
Yeah.
So that's what Honda makes nice things. No, Matt Wood and I, we can both fit in that car, no problem.
Yeah. Didn't Ian get in there with somebody else, or was that
Yeah,
another
Big
car?
Ian was in there with somebody.
Chuck and I drove to get pizza one time.
Yeah, it was totally fine. We had a really nice little time.
We took a little trip through Gay Bay and
Yeah, we don't, if we wish we could have found the Wienermobile.
would have swallowed it whole.
So yeah, that's what's going on. And then my last callback is you got to cross the fingers, boys, because we're getting snow this weekend. Let's fucking go!
I actually just saw
Hold
the
it up.
update. Looks like Rhode Island going to be rain.
Rain.
Ah!
But
I can't
for
catch
you,
it. I can't catch
no,
a
for
big
you,
break.
it's because it's going.
No,
like,
I want snow here.
Nah, no, you don't want snow here.
I want snow
Nah,
here.
you don't want snow here. You a snow guy, Mike? You like snow?
Not anymore because I'm responsible for plowing.
Oh, we'll get into
so,
that.
yeah, it's not
Plowing
ideal.
Chuck's mom.
Oh, Jesus.
That's fucking crazy.
Just like default, just came out.
Give me a timestamp. Oh my god. Fucking, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
My mom would cross-face cripple you and leave a fucking Bible by each one of your family members.
The snow, I either want to get crushed.
Yes, every day.
Yeah, I don't like the mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
It's there. It's just there, dude. Like,
I don't want this in between, you know?
Yeah, I don't like the slushy stuff.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
So it's coming. Let's
it
keep
says
together.
right now it says 1 to 3 inches.
I would say that. I say that's about average, right, guys?
That's pretty big.
That's a huge snowstorm.
It's a
I'd say
giant
that's-
storm.
yeah, it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's probably as deep as most of us are willing to go.
Yeah, I've heard of Dick Deep before.
Yeah. That storm is bottomed out.
So, anyways, that's coming. So, yeah.
How was it
keep me
conditioned
your
up in,
thoughts.
quick aside from cars, yesterday?
Oh, up at the hill yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, the week before is their busiest time of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no snow, and it was too hot, too warm to make snow. So it was basically like ice sand. So by the time it got groomed off, it was literally sandboarding.
Okay.
Like you couldn't get grip, you couldn't slow down. As long as nobody got in front of you, good to go. As soon as someone got even closer in front of you, you're like, oh, we're both gonna die.
You're like Gwyneth and that dude. Did you ever see that? I don't know why I'm getting
Oh, they
the
got
dude
like
who tried to sue her
Yeah,
because the skis somebody pizzaed when they should have potato. I don't fucking
There should have
know.
been some more potatoes in that
Yeah,
story. But it's not great up there, so it needs snow badly. Or it's cold enough to make it so they can fix it. But
Yeah,
if you're going up to the hill, give it a couple days. Let them make a little snow.
maybe try to do something.
Yeah, dude, you gotta. I mean, you like mountain biking? Because it is a great time to mountain bike right
It's
now.
perfect.
It's
Great
cool.
conditions.
Trails are wide open. Not a speck of snow on the trail. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Only callback I have is the SULEV warranty strikes again. So my car, I've talked about it 100 times, has a SULEV warranty, a super ultra low emissions vehicle warranty. It's 15 years, 150,000 miles through BMW, and it covers pretty much anything that makes the car not run great. And
Which is basically everything.
For things that don't run good and kids that don't run good.
Yeah. So I had a cylinder one misfire.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought it up to the good old guy over there at BMW Norwood, Kyle. Actually, I believe he'll be on the show
Next week.
And he got me correct. Let's say got the car towed
correct.
up
I
there,
love
no
that.
problem. Replaced.
What was your statement when the service advisor sees you?
I walked in the front door and around the corner to the service thing, and he looks up from his desk and just starts like bursting out laughing. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Well, you're not gonna believe this. I got one bad spark plug.
Yeah, you know, one bad spark plug. You replace 6 and 6 coil packs.
No way.
Yeah, all 6 and 6 coil packs, and then some gasket. I don't know.
May as well while you're in
While
there.
you're in there.
Valve
Right.
cover gasket.
No, but those are covered. Those are covered. It's
Valve
crazy.
cover gaskets are covered
Covered.
warranty.
Yeah, but
I
it'll
don't
make
like
it'll make it drive bad in California.
It's true.
Yeah.
You don't want to pollute.
Or could potentially.
Yeah, so it's
Could
an
potentially
Could
make it drive bad
potentially.
in California.
ultra low emissions version of an N52 BMW engine. So it has some other extra things on it, like a weird radiator and some other like emissions things.
Okay.
But with that, it's covered from 15 years from its birth date or 150,000 miles.
It's also
So my car's 2011
That's a serious warranty.
with 128,000 miles on it.
That is what BMW is good for warranty stuff. I mean, they break all the time. So
Yeah.
they
So,
gotta
but like everything's been pretty minor, and it's just like a minor inconvenience. But like with this, it gets taken care of there. So like
yeah.
the starter went on it, that wouldn't be covered. I've done brakes on it. I've done suspension on it. But other than that, everything else has been covered.
if
under.
technically you were driving it with stripped out brake pads, it would pollute more.
It could if I could
Iron
find
ore
some way to
everywhere.
get that to figure out. But
See, the best way to fix a BMW is to put a small block Ford engine in it.
You know what the best thing to do though is that warranty also means as soon as that thing hits 15 years or the miles, you got to abandon ship on that vehicle immediately.
yeah.
And buy another one with less
Yeah.
miles.
So I've been looking. So 2013 is the last year they made them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to find something.
Just the sweetest one.
2013 with like, even 100,000 miles, because then it'd be 2028, and like you get 50,000 miles out of it. I don't drive more than 10,000 miles a year anyway.
Nice.
That's rear wheel drive that unit out there?
Yep.
5 speed?
6.
What?
6 speed?
Yeah.
Looks like
Where did you come from, dude?
it's a good drift car, man.
It is a great drift car. Maybe when I hit that marker.
You just sounded like that weird guy that comes up to you at the gas station. That's what you just did.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That thing rear wheel drive up there, that unit over there.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hog ass camera.
They are getting cheap enough that it's a pretty good
Put 15 on
drift
pump
car
too.
to get into.
And a Mountain Dew.
Because like for $5,000 you can get into one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah?
I mean,
Is that baby's first drift car over there?
me? No,
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
It's not a big dancing guy.
I think it'd be cool to put the M3 V8 in it. A few people have done it.
Small block Ford V8? Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Sick.
we're talking pristine here, but I have a 2013 128i with 58,000 miles on it for 13.
So if that is, you'd have to get the VIN, search it, and if it's an N51, I mean, you would do more in warranty work than that car's cost.
Wait, so
Right.
that car's N51?
Yeah, you got to find an N51 car, which
So
is a 3-liter
N52, M54 is the turbo one?
M54 is turbo.
If N54 and N55 are turbo,
Oh.
N52 is the non-ultra low emissions version of it.
Does it make 230
Yeah.
horsepower? Okay, so this is probably
Oh, so you
one.
uncork that bitch, go drift car.
Do whatever you want with it. Great track car.
I mean, even this one, a 2012 with 86,000 miles for $8,000.
Let me know what you get rid of that for, you know? Maybe.
Could just strip it out and make it a track car.
Good. Yep. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want to
think,
run
or just leave it
17s?
I don't think I'd get
absolutely
rid of
stock
it.
and make it a track car.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get rid of
By
it.
that I mean drive it on the
You
track.
just keep it.
Yeah, I've owned it. It'll be 10 years in a month.
You could
Like
make
on the
it
car.
like your race car. Like a track
If
race
I needed
car.
a race car,
You do need one.
Could
don't
be the
have one.
loaner.
You need one.
could be a loaner race car. Do you need a race car?
No, I have too many that don't work.
Yeah.
So see, he's got some though.
Yeah.
How many kookaroos you got? You ain't got no kookaroos.
Anyway, still have warranty strikes again. So
Yeah.
we've got another
Still going.
year and almost 2 years.
This is
and
almost better than Demero's Range Rover CarMax warranty.
I wanted to like.
because you probably
You
are
want to
close to the cost of the
clock
car
out the
now.
receipts?
So what I wanted to do is see if there's a way where they can just pull.
They definitely can if it's all been done at BMW.
Everything's been done at BMW, so if they can just pull that, and I can kind of go
Can
through it
Kyle
all.
get it?
Yeah, they should have
Yeah.
the whole
You
history.
have a $100,000 one series.
Next time I'm there, I'll ask.
When they replaced my M5 motor, it
Yeah.
covered the cost of the car.
The thing is that the receipts are always zero, so you'd have to kind
Yeah,
of,
you'd have to have them because they have a line cost,
Right,
but
they'll
they don't
see
show
it.
it.
Yeah.
because you could just take their hourly rate and like multiply that by all the hours you add up in there, and that'll give you a pretty good baseline.
Yeah. Yeah, because the expensive part with what you're doing now is always the labor.
Yeah.
But look, 6 BMW coil packs are probably fucking ridiculous money.
They're probably like $300 a piece.
No. I think there's like 60 something, $70 a piece.
From BMW?
yeah, OEM ones. Yeah.
It's a real reasonable
That's
car to
crazy.
own.
Honda K-Series are like $100 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why I drive a 1 Series instead of a CRV. Everybody knows.
There we go.
I
I
fucked
wonder,
up.
like,
Rear
what
seats
else?
fold down. The trunk's huge.
Basically a CRV.
They'll literally replace anything that has to do with emissions.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy.
So like the cat, it could be fucked even though
He
it's
just
a wear
did that
and
for
tear.
me. That was the last time I was there. He did the headers, the cat, O2 sensors.
That's insane.
I don't know what else. Yeah.
That's
No,
like
because
a,
when he has it,
it's
he
a
just
wear
does
and tear
more.
item though.
No, it pollutes. We got to replace
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't matter if it's warranty if it pollutes California.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's incredible.
Really, it's crazy. I just stumbled into it.
It's a fucking
you
lot.
got
really
Like,
go
the
buy
first time you're
action.
like, fuck, this is gonna fuck me so bad, and then they were like, yeah, it's totally covered. You're like, really?
BMW ignition coil set of 6, $371.95
That's actually reasonable
on
for all
FCP Euro.
6.
Yeah, so double it. That's dealer cost.
True.
There you go. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that Sulev warranty's been fucking really squeezing on
Just-
some stories for us
There's
for years.
literally no reason to upgrade the car, like
No.
at all. It's just enjoy it and keep it
Too
going.
bad they didn't make like M3s with that Sulev.
So if you turboed it, I mean, that's
God damn. 150,000
that's gotta help
miles.
with emissions too, right? They gotta help you out there, and
I don't think it works that way.
That's a warranty you probably don't
Yeah.
want to lose.
I think it's got to be pretty, which it is stock, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's beautiful.
so
Shook,
yes,
do you have any updates?
on
Anything?
dude, I haven't even. If I'm honest, I haven't even looked at my car.
No, that's fine. I just wasn't quite sure.
I don't even remember the last time I was at the shop. It's been great. This time off, I think.
What I tell you,
I
the
think
time off is great. It's not
I
such
think
needed.
Oh, it's the
everybody
best.
should take, the holidays off from your vehicle. I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah.
I do from Halloween to New Year's. Now, I did take it out after Halloween to go to the
Yeah, if you do
Formula
anything, it's
One.
just to drive it and clean it before you put it away.
yeah, but that's it. I took it out for that. But between Halloween and New Year's, no car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did donuts in it like probably a month and a half ago, and it's just been covered in mud ever since.
There you go.
Perfect.
It was a rainy day. I was just being like night style, just drifting out there in the rain.
It's out there.
Are you comfortable with saying a decision on whether you're going to keep it or sell it?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna keep it. I had decent offers,
You heard it here first.
but
Decent offers.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. It's just fucking easier.
Fair.
I might still swap the motor eventually at some point to something else, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Maybe an M50.
Maybe.
There you go.
I'm gonna try and get something on the side and like build it on the side and then, or 2J, or 1J,
Mm-hmm.
and fuck with it on the side and then put it in there.
Yep.
Even if I do like a shitty 2J from like the the Soars or the SC300s, and then do pistons and rods or something.
What does
Those
something like
you
that
don't
run?
have to though.
What'd you say?
Like the non-VVTi bottom ends are actually pretty strong. They're
That's-
the same as the turbo motors.
So I heard they're not. Like Jimmy said that they'll blow apart at over 4, which I wouldn't want to make over 4 anyways, but
Who's tuning it?
I don't know who. Probably Turbo Mike.
Yeah, it's not gonna blow.
Yeah, that's the only way to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bulletproof it. Like
Turbo
I'm
Mike's the
most
way to
likely
go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get a
she's
smoke
gonna
one
hold.
for cheap, and then pull it apart myself, and then
What's the difference between the two that would make one more durable than the other?
I have no idea. I have no
Driver.
idea about anything Toyota shit.
Who said driver?
What do you?
Oh, you said driver.
What were you asking?
I got-
No,
Yeah,
so like,
best
what's the
driver
difference
mod.
between the two?
If you get like a VVTi, anything newer after like SC300, like my IS300, they just have super weak rods
Okay.
and like junk pistons. I mean, the motor that I put together, it's actually a VVTi block. I just put pistons and rods in it.
Oh, so
And-
maybe it's just the IS300 one that I was talking to him about, and he was
IS300 ones suck, yeah.
just trash.
Yeah.
No, hey,
There
the
you
more
go.
you know.
There you go. Make it 2J.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Make it
that.
3.
Fuck it, 4Js.
Make it.
With Nas?
Yeah.
All
With
the
those.
J's.
Nils
Yeah.
was telling me like if I really wanted to do it, like soup to nuts, it'd be like $6,500, and we'd have one in the car running.
That's not terrible.
That's not
No.
the worst. So I was like, if I could fucking
Literally
get
makes me
$3
sad.
grand for my swap, that makes you sad.
That makes
So,
you want to
yeah.
just
Yeah.
cry in the corner.
Pretty sure that's what it's gonna cost me just to have the fucking engine work done to put my stroker in.
Yeah, but I think that's like stock with maybe like a turbo kit on it, like a small tiny PP turbo with a Nils Fab kit up in there.
Love to see it.
But you'd be able to make the sauce and still have a hell of a time.
Yeah, I don't really want much more than what I have now. The only reason why I wanted to fix the motor or upgrade the motor that I have now is so that it's operating at full dick. You know, right now I'm not hitting the
Are
bottom.
you
don't-
just gonna put a
right.
big old cam in there?
I'm just gonna do the lower intake manifold and the upper intake manifold with a bigger throttle body. I'm
How-
not gonna even change the cam.
Didn't you get a bunch of days drifting in it this year?
Yeah, it was great
Yeah, why don't you just leave it?
because it's just fucking the sides up. It's not hitting the bottom.
He wants optimal dick, is what you're
I
saying.
want balls deep. I'm just fucking the sides up right now.
It's a
He
convertible.
needs
You're
the
halfway
full.
there.
Needs the full 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Moving right along.
I got a deep thought.
Yes.
Well, boys, it's 2024, and I saw Ransom Pete today, and they brought up this great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be legal for R34 GTRs to come into America,
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that.
depending on month, obviously, because it goes by month.
Yep.
But I think the deep thought is that there are going to be a lot of R34 GTR field trips from Florida to Canada,
Yep.
because a nice way to make your state legal GTR federally legal would be to theoretically drive it up to Canada, get someone to sell it to you, and bring it in, and all your EPA stuff gets done.
Yep.
So,
Interesting.
and
But wouldn't the
if
feds be cognizant of that, don't you think? Or do they have too much on
I
their
think they're
hands?
pretty busy
Too much.
spying on your personal life to
Right,
realize what you're
right.
registering.
Right.
Reading your messages about
No,
you doing this.
The
Yeah.
feds are listening because my coworker mentioned the TV show Monk. When the fuck have you ever even thought about the show Monk? And my Facebook today was like, Monk seasons 1 through fucking 9. Or
No,
I'm
buddy,
like,
that's
get
not
the
the
fuck
feds.
out of
That's
here,
not
bro.
the feds.
Yeah, it's probably
That's
she
just-
started watching it.
No, it's the feds, bro. They want me to watch Monk.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally do that, come with a bill of sale, import it, hide your plate, and you wouldn't even have to re-register the car. That's not legal advice, but you wouldn't.
Would you be able to just like sell it through just like paperwork and not like bring
Yeah.
the physical car up there?
Oh, I don't think so,
Like
because you
sell-
have to actually import it.
Sell it to a homie in Canada?
Right.
don't
I
think so.
I think they'd have to do the
They have to
legwork
like
on
do
that
the shit at the
process.
border. I
Yeah.
think it's like the same thing as when you're bringing a car at port. They do all the paperwork there, the EPA exemption and stuff.
Basically, get their stamp.
So
realistically.
yeah, I mean, until they close this loophole, as we spoke about it, which isn't going to happen, you can really kind of federally legalize your car. It might cost you some money
if
but
it's been here unlegally.
otherwise, there's no fucking way you can do it. It's
Yeah.
just it's illegal and you're fucked. So this is the kind of like has to happen if you have one. Not that anybody's ever done that. And then with the R34 now legal, if you're paying $150,000 for one, you're on crack.
Yep.
Everything is better for the money.
I can't think of
New
a thing-
car, used car for 150 grand. It's up to you. It's gonna drive better than an R34.
Mike, I mean, you got 150 grand. What are you going to buy?
A single car?
Doesn't have to be. You
Could
can
be a
buy
That's
fleet.
right. It could be
You can
whatever.
buy a fleet. You
You
can buy
could
whatever
build
you want.
something.
Does the GTR even come to the mind?
No, I'm not a huge.
Right. You have a
Nissan
budget
guy.
of 150. What are you doing versus GTR?
If you were rolling in cash, if you had like a couple $1 million in Bitcoin line, I can see how you'd buy an R34.
Right.
It's cool. It's old school. It's in the video games.
You want to add one to the fleet in Bayside Blue and achieve all your Gran Turismo
In
dreams.
2009, when I was looking at them, and they were between $40,000 and $60,000. It was like that's a lot of money, but that'd be really cool to have. Now at 150 for like a one,
Yeah, they're
No
definitely
way.
cool. I don't really get the hype, but I mean, people are fans of Nissans, and I get it. But to spend $150,000 on a
yeah, it's crazy for a 276 horsepower.
25-year-old car, like
No,
it's like, is it really going to appreciate from that? Like, I
Who
can't
knows?
imagine
Who
these
knows?
prices are going to keep going up.
remember
It's a
people
good
have
question.
been filling warehouses with them in Japan for this date to happen.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Stonks.
Right.
I
There's gonna be like, the Felicity Ace is gonna have 60% GTRs on its next round trip.
But if you were like, I'm saving 150 grand and I'm gonna buy a car this year, like no one's gonna buy a GTR.
If we just sink it, the stonks go mega up.
You could buy a freaking 10-cylinder R8, like almost new.
Right. And have fun with it.
You can buy two V8s.
Anything for 150 grand, you're gonna have fun with. Yeah, you could buy a fleet of cars.
I would buy multiple NSXs.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's what
See?
Pete was like. I'd buy 3 NSXs.
for sure.
Yeah.
Think
Dude, I
about
buy
the
that new
fleet of
CTS.
trash you could buy.
The new
Oh, I-
CTS.
That's the thing.
Just
if
buy a
I
fleet of
had money,
trash.
I would. I've always said it. Like if I ever came into actual money and actually made good money, I would literally have a fleet of like $10,000 cars.
Yeah,
Like 'cause
unbelievable.
It's the most
They're
fun.
way more fun.
Yeah.
Like a car that you don't care about is the best.
You could buy a piece of shit JK Jeep for you and all your friends and then go wreck them in a yard. Like every day for a month with 150K.
That's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
That's a
That'd
great
be
way to
so
spend
much
it.
fun. Be like the best month of my life.
That might be the faster way to throw it away than an R34 GTR.
What are you getting for lunch if you do that?
For lunch?
You're gonna buy everybody lunch.
Oh, dude, you have Boz cater it.
Baja?
That's a good day.
Yeah,
That's a
nice.
good
It's
day.
a great day.
Love
Everybody
that.
shits themselves at the end of the day, and then you go mudding in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh, what are you buying? You got 150K.
150K, some sort of Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd
choice.
probably buy some sort of Porsche and then still have money to buy like a project car on the side and mod, cover all the building.
You can spend like small money for a good Porsche.
Yeah, yeah. You can spend, a decent one.
I think I'd buy a truck full of menthol straight cash.
Got enough cigarettes to last me.
Rich bitch.
That's the best possible buy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably buy 100,000. I'd probably buy a GT3 of whatever and use the rest of the money to buy something, a fleet of bullshit. I'd probably buy all the old K hatches.
Just one of each of them.
Fill my yard with old
That's
K
the,
hatches.
yeah, see, it's even like,
And have a GT3. Be great.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even
that K
know.
hatch doesn't work. Fuck it. Drive the other
Because
one.
right now, if I were to do, I could buy 2 really good cars for that and be perfectly fine.
It's really good. Yeah, two $75,000 cars.
Well, that's what
if it's dead down
like,
the middle. You buy a $100,000 car and a $50,000. It's crazy.
that's it's a lot of money for one car that is just a DTR.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Probably put money down on a Continental GT. Pay the rest of it off for the rest of my life.
Buy
Think of
myself
how
a
many good
nice
fucking cars there would be if we didn't have cash for clunkers, you know?
All that
True.
yeah
dumps they threw away
What a
back then.
fucking sad
Mercury
fucking
Murata.
thing to think about.
Want to do B for B?
I like details for Doug by Doug. Old school Ferrari and resto mod. So about halfway through it with 150 grand.
You buy a bumper.
You
You're
know,
poor.
speaking of
God damn it.
old school Ferrari, there's something about, I don't know, I saw it recently. I don't know where I saw the car, but the Ferrari F355,
Yeah.
it's like a 90s kind of.
Like Miami Vice
dude.
style?
Yeah, the one that Theo used
not,
to have.
not Testarossa.
Really?
yeah,
Is that
he
what
had
he used to have?
355. Yeah.
The side profile of that car,
It's fucking
oh,
bananas.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
With the
looking
strakes
car.
on the side, like
Yeah.
the whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was looking the other day. I was like, look at these things.
His had an exhaust that was like worth more than my house. Because the factory exhausts were made out of like paper mache, Italian paper mache though. And they all failed.
Good. Lasts a long time.
And his had everything done. He bought that thing so cheap. Ugh. I remember the PlayStation game 355 challenge.
Good game.
And you could only beat 355s. And you could just ride the walls. My brother and I raced like a salt shaker versus like something else heavy to keep the X button on.
Did you ever play the game at an arcade where
No.
they had like the full? It was like multiple TVs and an actual shifter. And a
Oh, I
clutch?
did play it. Yeah. That was sick.
Best game.
That's Ferrari really
Yeah, like
getting
for
out
me.
there.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Details
that
by Doug,
thing-
Ford Taurus SHO. There you go.
Yeah.
That thing
Yeah,
brings
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Brings the
is
heat.
Unbelievable.
That's a challenge, right, with the wing?
This is the challenge. Yeah.
Does it have the F1 box on it, though?
It has, where is transmission? 6-speed manual.
Oh, thank God. The F1 was like the fuck my life box. They were real bad.
3.5 liter, 5 valve, making 380 horsepower. Bet you it's the best 380 horsepower you're ever going to get.
Best sounding, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Probably revs to the moon too.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's going to sound
There
phenomenal.
and back.
Before she lets go. There she goes.
Yeah, you get a few out of it.
No, those things are cool.
I wonder what we could probably ask.
Who?
Maybe Jordan. He
Revs to
worked on-
100.
Worked on these for a little while. I'm
Jordan,
just
Jordan has one?
no. He was working on them for a little while.
That's great.
Oh, is he not doing that
the other
anymore?
Jordan. Yeah, I think he. I forgot what he's doing now.
I thought Jordan was going to Subway.
He's not doing that anymore. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like daily updates.
Yeah. I just like the maintenance on that thing. Is it, oil changes or do you got to fucking.
Oh, no, it's terrible.
Do I got
It's
to
terrible.
adjust the valves every.
There's like a
50 miles?
There's like engine out services on that car. I think, but there's like certain things that always go wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like I know because I was looking, someone did a video on one, and like this is all the things you have to look for in one. Here's one that has been done.
Mm-hmm.
It's here, and then my friend literally bought that one and didn't know all the service was done on it, which was astonishing.
That's wild.
But like the dashes all peel up,
Yep.
and the exhaust manifolds
That's exactly
were
what
made out of paper mache. So you had to get all that done. All the vents would crack. And then his car was, I was like, did you look into this stuff? And like, it was all done. I'm like, this is the car that was in that. It was either an article or a video. I think it was a Jalopnik article about what goes wrong with them.
Yep.
And it was, he bought that one and just happened to buy it.
And it had everything wrong with it.
Everything was done and fixed on it.
Oh, that's nice.
The whole thing of the article was like, here's a perfect one that I'd like to buy, but I can't because it's so much money. And then he bought it.
It's still going to have like a personality to it because it's like, oh, you got
This
to.
is Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a don't park me in a garage attached to your house personality.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep the fire extinguisher close personality.
What's the dew point before I start up?
Yeah, dude. 50 Manarello, Tim Connors. I got to ride one of those too. Those things are insane. That's a 12 banger though. That's a
That's a special.
that's a daddy car.
Let's do B for B.
Bucks for the boys. Hey everybody, it's me again, the guy that was just talking from Revival Motoring. Bucks for the boys. What is it? Well, Bucks for the boys is our value for value system, a way to support this podcast. Sleeping?
He looks like he's sleeping. I was trying to not disrupt you and get his attention. We need the spinny wheel.
Oh, okay. We're doing a
A way to
doing
support
a
this
wheelie spin?
podcast without having corporate sponsors that would rip us apart for everything we talked about in the pre-show. And it's kind of a choose your own adventure. You can go on the old revivalmotoring.com/B for B, and you can choose a sustainable donation. This would be a monthly amount. You can contribute an amount, whatever you like to us, and it helps us pay the bills, kind of spread that money out, keep these beautiful studio lights on, and keep Josh swimming in golden swimming pools.
I'm swimming in something. It ain't golden swimming pools.
Well, at least we didn't have the Chinese place, because we were swimming in something very different.
Golden.
Also, you can also do a one-time donation on the PayPal. You go to info@revivalmotoring.com, and you can choose any number you like. We'll take anything you'll see for that for our BPL. But any number at all, and we are contractually obligated to read whatever message you put in there. Please feel free to call other people douches for not paying us at all and listening for free.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking freeloaders. Then, obviously, we understand it's an economic hard time. It has been for years now.
Yeah. I mean,
It doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. It's going to get much, much worse.
Yeah.
So, you can also donate by just helping us produce the show. You can send us some facts, 355s for sale, Wienermobiles for sale.
Wienermobiles, right.
On the old internet skis there, whether it be email or Instagram. And Josh is attached to a bunch of other things.
Mm-hmm.
Or other ways to help. Yeah, there's plenty. How about
Give me an EK Civic?
yeah, you can tell other people at the podcast, which is nice. Even nicer, force someone else to listen to the podcast.
Verbally berate
Hey, you
them.
like cars, I like cars. Let me lock you in this car while we force you to listen to hours of these guys go on about hot dog mobiles.
We got a catalog of 280 plus.
Just keep hammering them.
episodes.
Just keep hammering them. So that's a great way to do it. I think one of the best ways to experience the podcast, and I say this every week, is at about 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I mean about. We pop on YouTube,
Give or take 60 minutes.
and we broadcast this disaster live. We have a chat room full of what I call our friends and what they call us guys they're stuck listening to. And you can kind of hop on and interact with us and distract us the entire time. So to make it worse for the people who don't listen live.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about 7 p.m. Eastern time on our YouTube. And just, you can donate some cash in the super chat. We appreciate that, but YouTube really appreciates that.
They appreciate
We're making
about,
out like fucking bandits.
they
on it.
appreciate about
They take
30%
a
of that.
cut?
Oh, they
take
take
most
a
of it.
cut, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We appreciate you guys. We are, as I said, we're free from any sponsorships. We can say whatever we want. You guys are the ones that support us, so we appreciate you and granting us our freedom.
Mm-hmm. And we do that by automatically entering you to win some gifts from us. This week, we're going to pick somebody, and we have a brand new hat unreleased until this weekend. It'll be up for sale this weekend. But
Nice little wool hat.
we
Is
got
it wool? How's the feel?
A very, very soft in-hand feel. What color embroidery is this, Josh?
Dark blue.
dark blue.
It's a nice dark blue Revival Motoring logo embroidery on here. Nice
On an-
soft.
On a gray hat.
As Coulair hat. Ass color.
Gray?
No, it's brown. Just
Oh,
kidding.
I think it's brown.
No, we got some
I couldn't
gray.
tell if it was brown or green.
No, that's a deep brown.
Yep. Teddy bear brown.
Yeah,
Really?
it's a that
Close
is
to
a
it.
beautiful
It's close
teddy
to
bear
it.
brown.
Yeah.
And that we're auctioning off.
We're going to give that
We're
away.
gonna raffle that off to
Yeah.
our
One
B
of
for
the
B supporters.
Yep, one of the B4B subs. If you want, you can go to our website, revivalmotoring.com/B4B, where you can sign up for a sustainable donation, as Chuck mentioned, and you will automatically be entered once a month to win something from us. You'll also get some air fresheners or some stickers or different things we want to send you from time to time in the mail. We have your address. We know where you live, so we will send you that stuff. So with that said, Shook, can you bring up that spinning wheel of giveaway stuff? And put 175?
Oh, he's got the good wheel.
Yeah, it is the good wheel. Yeah, you get the
up.
noise.
It's the good wheel.
Oh, it's a good wheel. Why'd you say shut up?
He's always angry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, why are you mad,
Fucking
man?
guys always judge my wheel picks.
It was a good wheel.
All right, number 69.
You know what
is
you
gonna
should
win
do?
here.
You should bookmark this. Control D.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if he did something like
His
that.
face. This fucking guy. All right, we're gonna pick the wiener winner.
Spinning wheel of death.
Yep. Shook, spin us off.
69 incoming. Here goes.
And
Hold it up.
And we're hold it up. Picking.
Here we go. All right.
Let's see what we got here.
I think using the same wheel over was good for consistency.
Yes.
44.
44. Ooh, that's deep in the subs with.
Number
Oh my
44.
god.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Who's taking the hat?
Blake Hathaway.
Blake
No.
Hathaway?
44. Deep in the donators.
It's
Wow.
good. It's good that we have 14 months of donations before this of people who aren't, how do we say, building mates.
Aren't neighbors?
Yeah, aren't neighbors.
Oh,
This
that's
way-
true. I didn't think about that. This thing's rigged.
Yeah, this way it's not rigged.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't think
yeah.
Blake's been in this building in a very long time.
I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know what's happening over there.
I think I got conned.
I'm gonna send him a text right now. I'm gonna say,
Tell him he's won.
"You alive?"
A nice wool cap for his hat, for his head.
You live, dog?
His balding head.
But that's amazing. Big
Just tell him you mailed it and never send it.
That's brutal.
Beef runs deep.
Big shouts to Blake.
Big shout out to Blake. I'm very excited for him.
People are still waiting.
That's revivemotoring.com/B4B.
Yep.
Put up your request for your digital dust off shirt.
BTW. We also have a number that
Oh, we
Oh.
get the BPL. Let's get it going.
and that number gives us a good reference point for how good or poorly we did the week prior. Fortunately, this week the number is 20 cents per listen.
Was that the same as last week?
That is
That's up.
It's up from last week
Okay.
by a few cents.
Love to
Yep.
see it.
So we appreciate the support, we appreciate the dollars, and we appreciate the listens.
Most
Big
importantly,
shouts.
we appreciate Blake
All the above.
Big shouts
for
to
winning.
everybody.
Number 44.
We can cue this other team of very loyal
Talented
instrument
musicians.
players. I got some news. This one was sent to me. I forgot who sent it. I'll look it up in a moment.
Let's do it.
Daihatsu admits it forged crash test results for 30 years. Halts production in Japan. This news comes a week after the company halted sales following a safety probe. Last week, it was reported that... What do you have, a safety probe? What is... Okay.
No, this explains why I feel so unsafe in the mirror
Oh.
all the time.
Yeah, it's they've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah. Checks out. Am I going to get a buyback on this thing?
Daihatsu halting sales and shipments of all of its cars amid a probe into the Toyota subsidiary rigging safety tests of 64 different models. And now the situation has gotten even worse. On Wednesday, it has now stopped production at all 4 of its Japanese factories, with the company admitting that it has forged the results of crash tests for more than 30 years. The factory shutdowns will last at least through the end of January and affect around 9,000 employees. There's no word on whether Daihatsu's plants in Indonesia and Malaysia will be affected. The shutdowns come after Transport Ministry officials conducted a deeper probe following the previous findings.
Sure, the new cars, that's great. How about the 30-year-old fucking K cars?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is there a list? I
According
bet it's every mirror ever.
According to the investigation, the oldest case is from... Can we get a drum roll? Do we have a drum roll? That's close enough. 1989. Wow. While the volume of cases has notably increased since 2014, some of the affected models fall under the Mazda, Subaru, and Toyota brands. Following the news, Toyota shares dropped 4%, and the company released a statement about the situation. That's whatever. I'm not
So we're
gonna
going to get some
read their statement.
buybacks, is what you're saying?
There have been no reports of accidents or deaths due to the rig tests. Daihatsu was first founded in 1951, Toyota first becoming a major shareholder in 1967.
Oh, so they had like 25 good years before they started this.
Mostly focuses smoke. Yeah, there's really not. There's obviously a bunch of comments, and this hasn't been updated since December 28th. So
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wait. I'm going to go ahead and say my 1994 mirror is probably totally fine. Not rigged at all.
let's see. According to a report last Wednesday, 174 more cases were found Daihatsu manipulating data, making false statements, or improperly tinkering with vehicles to pass safety certification tests. Wow.
That's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
It's only people's lives.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, nobody's dead.
Right.
Or at least they haven't admitted to it.
Yeah. They haven't connected the deaths to this problem yet.
I have a news.
Mm-hmm.
The new Porsche Taycan. Remember that's a car they make, the Taycan?
Yep.
The Taycan, yeah.
Yeah. So it murdered the Tesla Plaid's lap time at the Nürburgring this weekend, I believe. of 7:25.23.
Yep.
It beat it by 17 and a half seconds. So now it's 7:07.55.
That's a
Which is
show.
crazy.
That's a show.
What is that sitting around? Like, what other vehicles are around the 7 minutes?
Oh, for that
7
707.
Nothing. Really? We'll get there. There's also 26 seconds faster than the current Taycan Turbo S. Porsche was so excited about this result, they haven't even specified what model it is or what anything it is of it. It's been rumored that the car is called the Taycan Turbo GT. So it's a triple motor with 1,000 horsepower.
Oh my God.
And I have, unfortunately for everybody involved, the Rimac Nevera holds the record at 7:05.
7:05. Well, it's right on the heels of it.
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, it had to accomplish a 26-second lead on this old time to do it. And then I have prepared for the same story 6 months from now, but the manufacturers' names will be switched again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just, this is going to continue to the end
The
of time.
battle. Just
And it's
for,
funny now because they're not fighting for the number one place. They're not fighting for second.
No, they are. I don't want to call them middle of the pack, but the competition where that 707 is, let's call it within a second up or down, or a couple seconds up or down,
Yeah.
is wild.
Yeah, those cars are insanely fast.
Porsche 911 GT3 991.2 is a 712. Rimac Nevera, which is the 7.5. Porsche 911 GT3 RS is a 705. Mercedes AMG GTR Pro 706. Lamborghini Huracan Performante 707. McLaren 720S 708. McLaren 600 LT 708. There's a lot of
big
heavy
cars.
hitters right around that time.
Well, lucky for them, this car will be about the same price as all of those. But yeah, that's happening. So that's their new thing. And then I had a Rimac news as well, since Rimac showed up in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Rimac has created a new initiative. I guess it's been around actually for a couple years now, called the Project 3 Mobility. And these guys are trying to build autonomous electric pods for daily errands. So you hop
Sure,
in.
can you bring one of those up?
You hop in an autonomous electric pod. I don't think there's any pictures of it, but you can check. And it'll bring
If you go
places.
to p3m.com,
Oh, there we go.
I don't know what it's going to show us.
Go to p3n15.com.
I was thinking about
Can you accept those cookies, please?
So
Where are they?
they're going to premiere this vehicle.
Rimac Kia.
Yeah, it's Rimac and Kia. They're going to premiere this vehicle in a couple months.
It has a seatbelt.
It is Mate Rimac, the guy who runs Bugatti and Rimac, is the guy who came up with the whole thing. And while reading a couple articles on this, I realized that on Jalopnik, Mate Rimac is the opposite of Elon Musk. Jalopnik hates Elon Musk and will endlessly talk shit about it. And they love Mate Rimac and will endlessly praise everything he does, which is interesting. Because I actually like the guy from Rimac as well.
Their website has nothing.
No, because this was a kind of undercover program for a long time because they didn't want to hype the market up and underdeliver.
And now they're
Now they're hyping up the market.
beginning to expose themselves.
I'm not a big fan of the autonomous pod to take me to the store. You know,
Yeah.
I'm more of an
Crap
anonymous pod kind of guy.
Yep.
But yeah, the drive. Let me just hop in and it'll bring me somewhere. Seems
I don't like that.
yeah.
Because then somebody else controls.
And then, I'm going to bring in my last news because I can tie it all together, but it's more electric car news. Because I'm deep in the electric car game, or that's all the news was.
Big chill.
Previously, we spoke about the Volkswagen had bought the electric Scout, the brand Scout,
Yep.
to start doing electric cars and to insult all the current Scout owners. And they're not going to build any vehicles till 2026. But they put it in a YouTube video with some Scout brand propaganda, which was nice to see.
I saw it, yeah.
A lot of talking points, not a lot of anything beyond that. And they're saying they're revealing their truck in spring of 2024. They're gonna do a pickup truck and an SUV, both electric. So we should be looking forward to that in this wonderful year of our Lord 2024, which will undoubtedly be an unmitigated disaster. Not Scout, but the entire year.
Just the year in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Things overall.
Do we think that's something that gets launched in, say, April, the New York Auto Show?
Yeah, I think it'll be there.
I'm sorry. Who was that by?
Scout?
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen?
Oh, okay.
It's
But
not
who
a
are
big
they
German
working
car
with?
company.
It's just them by
It's
themselves?
just them. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Reason
building it
they,
in South Carolina.
they might be there.
Okay, yeah, good thing, Josh. That's why I
'Cause-
brought that up.
Yeah, because I had some interesting news kind of associated to that.
News.
Official from Dodge, Jeep, and Ram,
Yep.
they are done with American Auto Shows.
That makes sense.
Parent company Stellantis cited a challenging automotive market and the decision to end its participation in auto shows.
Well, it's a good thing they're not based in America.
Crazy thing is that if you'd gone to these auto shows, like the New York one exclusive,
The
that
New
I'm
York
talking about,
Ram Auto Show
The first one I ever went to,
they have the biggest display out of everyone.
by
yeah.
a mile.
So I don't know if they're just gonna close maybe probably a half of the show
This is going to be
area. Have you
Ford
been?
country.
Yeah, I used to go to the Providence one all the time.
I mean, even
I mean,
the
the small
Providence one.
ones, yeah.
No, but as big as or small as the Providence show was, they still had such a big presence
Yeah.
and like such a big layout. So you can think about if you got an even bigger show, it's an even bigger layout and everything.
So they're
But-
just shutting it down for money reasons.
citing a challenging automotive market, the automaker will be absent from the same demonstrations that have helped its nearly dozen car and truck brands connect with customers.
That makes very little sense.
Brands like Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram have enjoyed great success over the years. Let's see. Alfa Romeo. Yeah, we don't need that.
Still latest strikes
With
again.
a focus on preserving business fundamentals to mitigate the impact of a challenging automotive market in North America, Stellantis is working to optimize its marketing strategy as it relates to auto shows.
This challenging auto market. Remember when all the dealers last year were like, "Gotta get over retail, bub. Can't get cars anymore."
Yeah.
Basically, they're
And
calling,
now they want you to feel bad for them.
they're questioning and calling the relevance of larger auto shows, especially as media spectacles. And in today's most digital world is how they're prefacing it.
Yeah, I get that. But how we go to auto shows? It's fun.
The first time I ever went to a big auto show, I got to see when the Viper came back, and it was fucking gigantic. Like, full-on Cirque du Soleil productions. I mean, Corey and I see the Kia Stinger,
The Kia Stinger
Caliente.
was the biggest thing to happen. And like, who cares about the Kia Stinger? But the whole production was
Right.
wild. It was wild for them to like reveal this car. And I'm
They
thinking
rented
like,
half the building.
well, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if they went this hard for Kia Stinger, like I can only imagine what it was like when like the Supra like launched, or
Yeah.
like being at the
When
what's
the
the
400Z launched, and they
No,
had a
what's the
whole one there.
the crazy Dodge one launch they did where it came like blasting out onto the stage.
Oh,
like,
the Demon with the wheelie puller one.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I think, and we've said this before, and I think, who was it first? I would say Porsche really started to do this with the Taycan.
Benz pulled out super hard a couple years ago from the show. Remember?
They did, yeah, they did. Well,
That
no,
sucks.
what I mean by this is where I
the
was
big
going was
rollouts?
big individual rollouts. They'll put the money in that. We'll probably spend less money than
Yeah, but so
what they
fly
would
all
pay.
the journalists out to Mallorca,
And
and
it's
they can drive a GT4.
All about them for the day versus
and then it's a bunch of influencers
right.
that they're and shooting videos of it, so you can see.
I
Like,
mean, we've
what some
seen it.
makeup blogger thinks about a GT4.
The Taycan, damn near
Way better
every
than seeing one in real life.
big release in the past 3-ish years have been on their own individual.
Yeah, they do those huge
basis.
rollouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the automotive, like if you're in the automotive industry, obviously on a level way beyond us, you get invited to these things, and it's great. Make a bunch of content.
yeah.
If they brought us to one of those, we'd be talking about it for months. Although we'd probably end up talking about food and shit getting sick in Spain somewhere.
How many pieces of pasta can we fit in this glove box?
Yeah.
It's a miracle. Miata sales are up by nearly 50% in 2023.
You're welcome. Your mother puts on a production in the bedroom from P. Coots. $4.99. Thank you, sir.
I think that's because Night Styles videos have gone viral.
Yeah, it's probably all because of Night Styles.
Mazda sold
Praise God.
8,973 MX-5 Miatas in 2023, up 45.4% versus 2022.
All 50% of them ended up at Lock City Drift.
Let's see. Is there any other good
I'm not.
Statistics there. Yeah,
I'm a big Miata guy now, so
I like them.
I get it.
I don't dislike them.
Second best convertible I own.
You own a Miata?
Yeah, it's a silver one. It's also over there. It's just that whole side of the building. It's just a bunch of shitty old cars I have.
Yeah. Remember how we were talking about living in a warehouse?
Yeah, basically I do. I'm about one mistake away from having to live here.
There was one other article I had here. Oh, here we
It's not
go.
bad.
to piggyback off of the Miata, you got the not dead noise, but you got
Barebach
a
Miata?
sad noise over there.
Yeah.
Toyota Supra sales plunged nearly 50% in 2023. Not even the new 6-speed could draw more buyers to the Supra in a tough year overall.
That was
for
a real
two-door
too little too
sports
late
cars.
with the 6-speed. That was not a good call.
Should have been on launch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that should
because
have
it would have been fucking. They could have pushed it as the ultimate enthusiast car and sold a shitload more of them instead of letting Nissan come up with a 6-speed, steal the spotlight,
And then have to
sell-
adapt.
sell 3 400Cs nationwide.
What's it? Are those just not selling, or what's the deal?
I don't
They
think they're
didn't
going
sell well.
anywhere.
The 400s didn't sell well?
Have you ever seen one?
I see one now
Yeah.
because in my office park, there's one dude who bought a blue one, not blue on blue, by the way.
Well, that's good though.
That's a solid point.
You-
I don't think I've ever seen
You
one.
fucked
in a while.
up not buying a blue.
We
on
had
blue.
did.
someone brought one here. Who brought one here?
Pete from the drive.
Pete brought one here.
And so Pete from the drive brought one
And then there's a guy that goes to KD's shop.
who has the black one, but that dude's like a Z guy anyway.
Yeah, actually, he has 2Zs. They're both cool as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really haven't been many of them. When the Super came out, I saw them fairly often.
So I still see the Supras pretty regularly. The buying public purchased just 2,652 Supras over the past 12 months, which is 46% drop from 2022.
Imagine Toyota being like, "What the fuck? Why do we do it?
Yeah, they're never gonna. They're probably cut.
It's never
production
happening
now.
again."
Yeah, they're gonna shut that down.
It'll be 58 in it too.
Oh, that's
Fast fucking
why
car.
I'm not finding any.
I think I still think the Super looks weird.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, too much
So there's
bulge.
43 Z's for sale within 200 miles of here.
Are they all above MSRP?
No, this one's got a price drop.
Oh god.
That one's actually listed at MSRP. This one's listed at MSRP. This one's got a $400 price drop.
I don't know.
This one's a Nissan Z Performance.
What's the average price of those things?
like 50, mid 50s?
They're cheaper than the Supras, correct?
You know, I don't know.
Supras are.
I think so. I think they're a little bit cheaper than the Supras.
This one's 54, 55, 55, 54.
According to this number
Wow,
here,
this one's 68 with the MSRP of 68. Why is this one so much?
What happened
is it the no, at the
Oh, it might be the
yeah,
Nismo
the
because it's got
Nismo
the
one.
red on it. Yeah.
Anybody want to take a wild guess on how many Z's sold in 2023?
Oh boy.
212.
1,500.
Higher than that, lower than that. 966.
I would classify that as not many.
That's not a good idea.
That's
not
not-
good.
Yeah, and this is from Nissan Z Club, which I'm sure, everybody's super nerdy.
Probably the authority.
It's probably accurate.
Probably inflated.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Man,
Well, remember, rates fucking went to shit.
Yeah.
So
that's also true.
people aren't buying like second fun cars right now because everybody's like, well, why would I buy one at 8%? I can wait a year or two and it'll go down.
Hold on a
in
second.
half.
Did I just get
Like, I wouldn't buy shit right now.
duped? I
No.
did just get duped.
Unless you get to buy a car. Although, if you're trying to buy a Challenger or a Charger, there's money on the hood, baby. It might be worth paying that extra financing.
There
but
aren't many
otherwise.
for sale around here.
Really? Did they sell them all in the first week they had
Unless-
300 days of inventory?
That's why. That's when we started talking. That's why I looked. But unless they're not listing them on like websites like Cars or Auto Trader or whatever, and they're
Well,
just on
I
the
don't know
dealer
if
sites.
it's all dealer sites or if Dodge has. I don't know how that works, but yeah, apparently there's a million of them.
because I just checked our friend's website
Yeah.
and there are none.
Well, that's because he's a good buyer.
A good seller as well.
Yeah, he's good
So,
at all the things.
I'm sure his team is making sure they are not the ones sitting with inventory. But
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a really tough time to rationalize a 2-seater kind of not dedicated but damn close sports car right now.
Yeah.
drive one every day, baby.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, someone's gonna put in the hard work.
But you're not going to upgrade it at 8 points no matter how cheap the car is.
No, God, no. I'm not gonna upgrade it at 0
It's like
points.
it's a big hold pattern right now. No,
It seems like it because there's a pretty significant drop off in like June of
yeah, I mean that
their
lines
sales.
up. Wow, I mean let me tell you though, Charger, SRT Hellcat wide body.
There are deals to be had.
No,
Oh,
but
Tell you what,
it's a lot of car. This is a lot of car.
it is.
Wow, I could definitely picture myself behind the wheel of one of these every day.
There you go.
Wow,
I
why-
could picture you in that for sure.
Could you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ideal car.
What about
Charger
You
wide
don't have to
body?
worry
Is
about
it
gas.
Hellcat?
yeah,
What kind of money they want?
90?
Let's get over there.
Let's pop in real quick.
Listen, we're gonna have to open salvo. I need 50 off.
50 off. Listen, I'm gonna need. But the thing is, I really only like these when they have the wide body.
Well, that's a problem that everybody has, right? Because they're awesome with the wide body.
It looks great.
They can also get traction with the wide body, which the stock ones really can't.
So
What did wheels get that much wider?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's why the wide body's there.
400Z did sell a little bit more. I was duped by that first thing. Goddamn nerds. But they're still, it's not insane that it was basically 1400,
How much would you say? How much more?
like 500 more.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Still terrible.
Yeah, not good. Not good if you like sports cars, which
How many would be a good sale month though? Thinking about what it is, like a
Right,
rear-wheel
that-
drive 2-seater.
100,000.
well, actually, you know what?
How many
sports car.
BMW
You know what? Hold
2
on.
Series did they
Here's
sell?
the perfect one. Mustang GT.
Are they in the
No,
same
too
price
cheap.
bracket?
Too cheap. BMW 2 Series.
But in that's his fleet. In comparison, I mean, is it the price or are people just not buying 2-door rear drive coupes?
I mean, not everyone has a family. Not everyone needs to move people around. Not everyone needs space. Like there's a large population of people who can just drive a 2-door car every day
And be fine.
for the
Right.
past 10 years and 100,000 miles.
Yeah, but I feel like
Holy
they don't buy
shit,
the Z
dude.
because the Z stinks.
They sold 1,000 2 Series by September of this year. I don't know why it hasn't been added all the way up yet.
So then it's selling on par with the 2 Series.
Yeah.
So hey, selling pretty good. I guess for what it is. You know, like
Yeah, that's not as much as I thought. I don't know if there's a better.
I think the Mustang's a pretty good talking point, but it's a lot cheaper. Like,
Well,
what's
if
a
you want a
GT?
GT, it's right there.
It's a GT 50 something.
Yeah. Matter
Like-
of fact,
You're taking either a Mustang GT, a Supra, or the 400Z.
Mustang.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy
I mean,
right
right
there.
it's a little cheaper. Like bare bones GT's 43.
Oh, that was M2 sales figures.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, it would kind of be crazy to, like, on paper, to take the Z or the Supra over the Mustang.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me.
It'd be wild.
Big blue oval guy.
No, the numbers are all over the place on this thing.
As far as sales are concerned, let's see, 2023.
Because, I mean, not for nothing, you can buy a fucking FRS and then a turbo kit, still come in under the Z, and then make way more power.
These guys are saying that they sold 8,800 M2s, so maybe that's worldwide.
Maybe.
10,000 for
80
the
and
new
100.
M2.
Maybe it was sales numbers.
I'm just
on
trying
there.
to see what year it was.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I see.
The first generation sold 60,000. Second generation is strong sales.
I mean, just
G87s.
here's a quick reference: Ford Mustang sales in the United States, Q1 of 2023, sold 14,711. That's not GTs. I don't have that broken up into GTs,
Yeah, probably all
etc. But you know,
Even the 4-cylinder ones are pretty rad.
Is it were the Eco? What do they call it? EcoBoost?
mhm.
Were they always 4 cylinders? Was it a turbo 6 or turbo 4?
I think
Like what's
it's-
PUDVIZ?
It's a
It's a 4.
I think it's a turbo 4.
Okay.
Turbo
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I think that's what all the new ones are. If you get a 4-cylinder, it just
Yeah.
comes with the EcoBoost.
because the EcoBoost 6 isn't in the Mustang.
No, they
It was
only-
it was in like
Flex.
STs,
F-150s.
Explorers, right? Exactly. For transit vans.
Dude, you
Yep.
could get an
Yeah.
all-wheel
Raptor.
drive EcoBoost 6-cylinder Flex. That's gas.
That is a flex, son. You're gonna get that.
That's a cool car.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's fucking cool. Have you seen one stance? Probably not.
A Ford Flex? Yeah, I think we've talked about this before.
You've definitely brought up this Ford Flex thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's cool as fuck.
I don't think
You're,
so.
you're really pushing it today?
Imagine being brought to Gapplebee's by a fucking Ford Flex.
It's discontinued. They don't even make it
would be
anymore. It
hilarious.
sucks so
They
much.
still have the motor. You fucking get a full race fucking.
You'd have
intercooler
to
kit and a
imagine
flash
because
for
there's
it.
none on the road
Blow
anymore.
all the tires off.
Let's see. What else do
I
we
think the
have
only thing
for-
more abysmal than the 400Z sales is Ford Flex sales. I don't know. I have one thing quick here. It is Ford, big blue oval guy here. Certain 2021 to 2023 F-150s will need repairs with failure-prone rear axle hub bolts, meaning it could just roll away.
Oh, my God.
There's about 113,000 of these battle areas out there.
We actually started receiving these bulletins. They didn't.
Oh, because you
We
on
own-
your day job is you're a big Ford
Yeah,
purchaser.
that's what we have, right? And in particular, F-150s. In particular, this one.
2021 to 2023.
Yes, we have a bunch.
Equipped with the trailer Tomax duty package with a 9.75-inch heavy-duty rear axle.
Okay, that in particular, I can't say.
These trucks, they have a bolt holding the hub to the axle and is prone to metal fatigue and could break on its own. This would allow the axle splines to move around, stripping them from friction. This could potentially immobilize the truck as it would cause a loss of power to the wheels. It may also allow trucks in park to roll away.
I think you'd find out about the problem while you're driving it, not when
Right.
you're parking it. But sure.
However, Ford tells you there's no risk of the wheel falling off. It's not going to happen. So don't worry.
Well, that's good.
Thank God.
They have opened an investigation into the defect last February, so almost a year ago, and found that most warranty claims are for F-150s produced within an unspecified 5-month period over those 2-year break. Let's see. Just over from January to November of 2023, it did 376 warranty reports for these broken bolts. It advises owners to visit dealers for temporary repairs. I don't know how they're going to temporarily repair this.
Loctite.
Tack welds.
But hey, also they said signs would be clicking or rattling noises from the rear axle. So there you go.
Perfect. I don't have any more news.
Neither do I.
Okay.
Same.
Shook, you ready?
Sure.
Okay. It's all you.
Shook plans. What are you gonna hit me with?
No, I don't have any Shook's planes. I was just messing with you, seeing if you're ready to go.
I'm ready.
I'm
Like,
excited
keep-
that Mike's here.
I like to keep you on your toes.
I'd like to chat.
Yeah. People refer to you as Honda Mike.
Oh man, yeah.
Is that
Forever.
is that because you like Hondas?
Yeah, that's a hilarious story. My dude that we used to buy weed from gave me that nickname. because I worked on his Honda once, and he was like, "Oh, you got Hondas, right? Yeah." I worked on it and whatever, and then he just started calling me Honda Mike, and
Yep.
just
And it's stuck.
I don't know how, but
Did you guys buy a lot of weed, or did he distribute to a lot of people?
We bought a lot of weed as kids. Yeah, when we were young. Yeah. No, he was a really cool dude to hanging out with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started, and it never ended. That's how a lot of people refer to me.
Yeah. And you have a shop or had a shop?
I have a garage, and that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
The poor shop?
Yeah, that's what we called it.
The poor
Yeah,
shop.
Yeah,
Okay. Any particular reason you gave it that name?
because we had no money, and we were trying to put costs together. And
You had a shop though. That's pretty cool.
well, I was I started working out of like my my dad's garage, little 2-car garage with way too much stuff in it, and tooling around on friends' cars and stuff like that. And then I ended up renting my own space in New Bedford for a while, and then I got rid of that space once I bought my house. And the only reason why I bought my house is because it has a 30 by 50 garage in the back. So
Oh, sheesh.
that was,
Perfect. Yeah, that's a solid.
30 by 50. That's sick.
with a little 1 car.
Mhm.
Because I'm assuming that the 1 car was it was original to the house, And then it's that classic like grandfather in like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do a little expansion.
Put a little flower
And he
box
put
on
a
the
30
garage.
by 50 off the side of it.
That one car's the paint booth now.
It looks crazy because like in my neighborhood, it doesn't belong there. Like that guy, the guy that I bought the house from, guaranteed like knew somebody in the town
To get
and
it.
was like, yeah, sign off on this, will you?
Yeah.
Because it's bigger than my house. My house is not that large.
So it's safe to say you
Every man's
literally
dream.
you literally bought the house on the preface of look at that
yeah,
garage.
well, it was move-in ready. It's dated, but like when me and my fiance went to go look at it, she got there before me. She had already walked through the house, and I was like,
House good or out?
thumbs up.
We're
And she's like, yeah, I like it. And I'm like, hey, can I get the keys to the garage? I just want to see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
And that was it. Sold.
How big are the ceilings and stuff? Is it enough
It's
room
not
for?
super huge. I think my ceilings are only like 11 feet, maybe 10 feet. They're not big, but I'm a short guy, so it really doesn't.
It
with
works
the
out.
lifts,
it's
with the
all
lifts
good.
and stuff, I can walk underneath them. If I
Yeah.
get somebody tall coming by there, they
Yeah,
do one
yeah.
of these underneath the car. But
Get a sore neck. That's all. It'll go away.
yeah, well, that's their problem, not mine.
What do you like to do in your garage? Like, for instance, your current fleet. Are you? I know
Oh
we'll
my
get into
God.
some drifting stuff, but in the Honda realm in particular.
I have a 90 CRX that I actually sold to buy the house and then bought back.
Okay.
So and then that thing, it was kind of a daily, like in the summertime, and then I yanked the motor out of it, and I was gonna put I had a built turbo single cam, all kinds of stuff going ready to go in it, and I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. I didn't want to cut up the car for the intercooler and all the extra stuff. So I ditched it all, and I just picked up a K series and K swapping it. as
Oh,
we
sweet.
speak. I'm in the middle of that. I have a 91 Civic hatchback, which they both look exactly the same. CRX hatchback, swear.
Yep.
That one, the engine's at the machine shop. It's been at the machine shop for a while. I think I got to call him. I think he forgot about me. But that one's just like an all motor. So it was more like a track car. I used to go autocrossing with it. But the setup that I'm doing in it now is going to be strictly just like autocross, or maybe do some, Thompson nights or something like that. It's the plan anyways.
Yeah.
And then the wife's got the 99 EM1 Civic,
Yep.
What color
which
is
it's red. The color that everybody hates.
it? That's cool. I didn't know if it was the
I don't
blue.
hate it.
But that's no. That's
I'm a red Honda guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her car. Her car's we bought it off the original owner with 61,000 miles on it, and I mean it still only has like 76 or 77 or something like
Nice.
What is that red called?
Milano red.
that. Milano, yeah,
Beautiful.
Does Honda
Milano.
suffer from
it's a very bright red.
the clear?
Oh yeah, the paint sucked. when
Just
we bought it.
separating
Yeah,
itself.
They turn pink.
Does that happen to the red?
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
I just picture every Mark IV Volkswagen.
Mark III Volkswagen.
It was
Yeah,
like-
that's true. That's true.
Everybody
Nighthawk
calls it
Black Pearl and Milano red, but I don't think Electric Blue Pearl did it. Did it?
No, but I don't even. I know they had like Honda had clear issues for years.
Yeah.
Like all the
Remember
late
some ago.
'90s Accords that have no clear coat on them at all. I don't know what the deal was with that, but I mean, when we bought her car, it was clean. Like it was a nice car for the year and whatnot, but it was never stored inside, so it was pink.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody if you talk to a Honda guy, you tell him, hey, I got a Milano pink.
Yeah,
I
Milano
know
pink.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Same thing with Volkswagen. You have Tornado pink.
Yeah, the E30s did that too.
Yeah.
I remember I had an E30 that was pink until I buffed it, and then I made my polishing pad red, and the car's still pink.
Yep.
Works out great.
So what else you got in the Those
I got
cars.
the two Hondas. The wife's, and then I have a 2002 IS300 that I do some Lock City events with it and stuff like that.
That you said you've been building for an extended period of time.
Yeah, because Jay-Z stuff is ignorant. It's the prices of those pots is so wild to me. It's like
Difficult to
and-
just
yeah.
be okay with.
Well, I don't make the money to be able to like pull the trigger and like I'm probably into my motor for I don't even want to know. It's probably $6,000, 7
Yep.
ish. Like,
And how far
I got
away?
the engine like for a crazy deal, but it was in a million pieces.
Yep.
So it was a full GTE like head and block. And I got it for like $1,200 with a brand new gasket set from like a full top to bottom OEM gasket set for it.
Yep.
That wasn't the one Ant was selling, is it?
No, I bought this years ago from a friend.
Okay.
I mean, nowadays, like, you can't even touch a 2JZ GTE cylinder head for, I don't know, what
No,
are
they're
they?
very expensive.
With intake manifolds at like $2,500 or something like that
Oh my god.
for a cylinder head. You're like,
Yeah.
okay. If this engine blows up
So,
anywhere before I'm done paying all this stuff off,
yep.
I'm done. I'm going to put another stock motor right back in and say, see you later.
So, I was going to ask, you haven't,
The engine's not in the car yet.
okay, and you've never ran the motor itself.
No, it's all fresh from the machine shop. I put it all together in my garage, and it's kind of just hanging out on an engine stand. I was supposed to do it this past weekend. We'll stop pulling. I was just doing some maneuvering. I got too much stuff in my garage, so
Yep. For somebody called Honda Mike, how'd you end up with the Toyota?
street heat guys.
Okay, influence.
Yeah,
I get it.
Matt Talbot was bugging me to come to an event, and I'm like, yeah, sure. So he invited me to one of the private days that Lock City does.
Yep.
And
I mean, he really knew what he was doing.
oh yeah, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I went to that event, and I went to one other one, and I was like, all right, I'm done standing. Like, I need to buy something. And I actually got a manual IS300 big miles, 240 something, I think, when I bought it.
That's small miles, baby.
For an IS300, yes. I got it for $1,000.
Oh my
God.
Yeah,
Holy
it was hitting the front. A frame rail, section of frame rail was replaced very terribly. I added a little metal and did some more welding on it, but I mean, I didn't really care. It wasn't like
Right. It's
I'm not driving it on. I don't even drive it on the street.
yeah.
The car's still technically in the other dude's name in Rhode Island.
Yep.
So,
Praise be.
It's yeah.
but yeah, it was just affordable. I was actually looking at New Edge Mustangs before.
Oh yeah.
Before I bought the IS300 because it was just like cheap. They were making knuckle kits for them, and they were doing. I only just got into drifting in like 2019.
Yep.
So up until then, literally everything I've ever owned has been a Honda.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah.
And if,
Coots, $4.99. Honda Mike, best burger cooker after many adult beverages. Dude, big shout from the Coots, man.
Pat is not lying.
how do you cook your burgers?
How do I cut? What do you mean?
Hey, he said you're the best burger cooker,
You
right?
grilling them, you panning them.
Is it
oven?
just
Freaky
because
he's talking about when
just being
we
inebriated
were at the
and-
track.
okay,
So
okay.
we were at a Lock City. What was it for? What was the big one that they just did?
Staggered.
Yeah. We
Yep.
stayed there for the whole weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a fucking event.
Yeah, so I was there. I think I showed up early Friday morning.
Same.
And we
We're
were
doing
there.
that again, right? Is that
Yeah.
happening again?
Yeah.
I sure as hell
Absolutely
hope
do
so
that again,
because that
brother.
was
Mike, sign me up for all the races, buddy. I'm in.
It's yeah. Next year, I forget.
I'm
we already
skipping my
know-
daughter's birthday this year.
I
already
did
know
4
the-
burgers last night. I'm ready.
We already know the dates.
she'll have more.
Just keep coming if we're lucky.
So what else are you doing in the car, the drift car in particular, to get it ready?
This winter,
Yeah.
the main thing is just to get the turbo motor in.
Okay.
That's and I got to see what's going on with the clutch, but that will all be.
The chassis itself, suspension, angle kit.
It has a minor angle kit. It's a company called Easy Knuckles, which it's a lower control arm and
Yeah, just a simple-
ball joint. Yeah, it's nothing. I don't have an FDF.
Right.
Nothing insane.
Yeah.
It's just on regular ass BCs.
Yeah.
I have everything. I have all new arms and bushings and everything for the rear.
Okay.
I've still to this day never touched anything in the back.
Okay.
So it's still got 250,000 miles of control arms.
Abuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like God made it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
like diff bushings and like subframe
Just
mount
hanging out.
bushings.
It's ready for everything to puke on itself once you get out there.
It does its job though. I don't know. I mean, I've never driven a really well set up car, so
Yep.
This IS300 is the only thing I know when
Yep.
it comes to
For what it is,
for
it works
driving.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does its job. I have a blast.
Yep.
I can't keep up with anybody fast, but it takes a beating. I'm very surprised at like even the motor that I put in it. I did an oil change on it. I ran it for whatever. I think one event.
Yep.
I did an oil change on it, and I'm like, that looks like bearing material, but I haven't touched it. I kept dumping some like it's got like a quarter Lucas in it.
Thicker oil.
Yeah, it's running on mostly Lucas right now.
Yeah, that's what the oil's for.
But no, it does its job. But that's the plans this winter. Last year I did a whole T56 6-speed in it.
Okay.
because That's why I've had the engine for years.
Yeah.
Well, for a couple of years, but I didn't want to put the motor in because I knew the factory transmissions are glass. Like everybody says, like anything over 300 horsepower, they're done. And when you're drifting,
The factory trans specific to the IS300 is, and my question is it specific to the IS? It's not used in other.
They do come in a few other cars. I'm not 100% sure exactly.
Nothing notable that like, oh yeah, you can readily get them
I
or
don't know
build
if they
them.
came
Or,
in like non-turbo Supras, maybe, but I don't
Okay.
know if those were W58s. It's a W55 that comes in an IS300, and that like I said, that people are selling them for insane money now
Yep.
too,
I wanna
because
say
everybody
that's
wants the manual swap one.
SC300 is that too, right?
Maybe, but I don't know. I think those are W58s, but
Oh,
I'm not
yeah, that's right.
positive.
is that W55 specific to North America or across the whole?
No, I believe some like non-turbo Supras, like even over there.
Okay, like I was just curious. The Altezza had the same.
I don't know if Altezzas ever came with the Altezzas are usually 4 cylinders, right?
I honestly don't know.
I'm not positive either.
We're well outside of my realm of.
Yeah, I know.
Knowledge.
I know the Altezzas exist.
There is
And they did
literally
a-
a Toyota guy listening right now who wants
Screaming
to
at me?
He was punching everything.
punch in
Yeah,
the
that's
air.
The only
Uh,
Toyota
chime
I know
in,
has
dude.
been faking freaking safety ratings, so
right,
I'm
right.
freaking
At
out on
this point.
Toyota now.
I don't know shit about Toyota. So
Yeah, I really.
No, I'm not hugely well versed in them either. Like I'm very like if I own a car, I'll do boatloads of research on my specific car, but like most other cars, I'm like, I don't care.
You were right. Right.
Like,
yeah. It just
if
doesn't.
I'm not buying one or looking for one
Yeah.
or doing, I don't do any kind of research on anything.
Right. I'm kind of that same way nowadays.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
stuff that really grabs my interest, I'll dive into, but I don't have the brain capacity.
Like I know the Altezzas over there come with beams, but then Japan has so many weird engines. Like they have a real small like 6-cylinder that like NA that they put in some cars. But either way, the transmission needed to go,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I still have it because in the back of my mind I want to buy a wagon, an IS300 wagon. This
Okay.
cross.
Seamus has one, right? this a
Yeah,
wagon?
Shaman has one.
Yeah.
Matt
Wanna
has
sell it?
one.
Okay.
They don't want to sell it.
I don't think
I don't think
either.
Shaman sells anything.
Yeah, I
Matt
don't
might
think
sell
either.
his.
Would
Yeah.
Matt? Yeah, as he
could
posted.
picture
Yeah,
Matt
Matt
selling
probably
it.
sell
He
it.
really
Yeah.
wants an E36 coupe again, I think.
Okay.
I've been in the market for something. I just don't know what.
Matt's pretty nice. He's driven it here a
It's-
couple times, I believe.
It's difficult to replace my shitbox CRV because
So,
it's like
It's the best.
it's so convenient.
Doesn't owe you anything.
So I bought it for $800 like 4 years ago.
Right.
Like, and it
They're,
just-
they're the best.
I drive it from Dartmouth to Fall River every day.
Yep.
I drive it all the way. I wouldn't think twice of driving that thing to freaking Florida.
Right, wherever. Yeah, it
Like-
just does its thing.
Just check the oil and that's it.
So you mentioned Dartmouth to Fall River.
Yes.
One thing that I was so goddamn stoked for was a couple weeks ago, I was referencing where I grew up, Fall River, Massachusetts, and their police vehicles, and how their police vehicles on the side, obviously say Fall River PD, whatever, but their slogan,
It's got the patch.
their slogan with the patch says "We'll try."
Right? And that's what I do at work every day.
And
I try.
at first, the boys was like, "No effing way," but who better than the source who deals with these "We'll try" mobiles to confirm that in the chat as I was saying that, which was unbelievable. The timing was perfect. You handle the fleet,
Of anything that the police station owns.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell me no if we get into classified information.
Yeah, I doubt it, but sure. Yeah.
But like Fall River, it's a bigger city
Yep.
in comparison to other
Very
cities
busy.
in Massachusetts.
5th largest precinct in
In
Massachusetts.
that's
yeah.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
They have SWAT vehicles.
Very busy. We have one, what is it called? MCAT or something like that.
Oh, like the troop carrier things that are converted over for police like little
it's
tank-looking
like-
thing?
Yeah, it's like a bullet
with the ram on the front and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's based off of some Ford chassis.
Crown Vic.
I think it's yeah. I think it's like a 250 or 350. It's got a 6.7 diesel in it.
Okay.
That thing's pretty cool. But yeah, we have, as far as SWAT stuff goes, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of just poking the bear, I guess, at that.
No.
But how many vehicles do you have to handle? And what do you handle on a day-to-day basis? Is it just all the maintenance? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's like engines coming out or something, like, we'll swap a motor, we'll swap transmissions, but like if it's anything major or if it's covered under warranty, it goes right back to the dealer.
Right,
I
for
don't
sure.
deal with any of that.
Yeah.
We buy extended warranties with every single one of them, so they're covered drivetrain wise to 100,000.
So I'm just completely ignorant to how these things are used. You
Oh,
buy them
God.
direct from Ford, set up as police package.
We buy them from an outfitter,
Okay, that's what I wasn't quite sure of.
which is in Warren, Rhode Island. It's called Island Tech.
Okay,
Island Tech, and they outfit everything.
interior to exterior.
Yeah.
A lot of
you
stuff
buy
gets
them as a police
changed.
package, and then they put the center consoles, the cages, and wire up all the lights and the controllers. The only thing they don't install is they will install the radios if we bring them down there while they're in the middle of it. They'll install the police radio.
Right when it's it makes sense. Right.
So we buy them right from there. They buy them from some Ford dealer around here. I don't know exactly.
Right.
which
They have a
one.
deal to actually get.
They have a in-house IT guy that does all like the modems and shit in them, or who does the modems for? Do they each have individual cable modems for internet in them?
Are you guys planning a heist? Or so you said there's one SWAT car and the modems are all disconnected. Perfect.
When I do IT for a couple PDs and they have them in Rhode Island.
We have an IT division that handles all the laptops that are in the cruisers and all the computer stuff that's in the building. But they're all police officers.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But the cruisers themselves, the internet is direct to the laptop. It's not through the car.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So they have like network cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, like a jetpack or something internally.
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah.
SIM
Yeah.
cards and the laptops.
Yeah, so just
Right.
it's the same as a cell phone.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That makes sense then. Motor wise, like, are they different? Is there? I'm just.
Otherwise, what are the weak points?
When I strike,
Where
when
exactly?
You say they're not armored?
Are they
Perfect.
governed? Is there a particular mile per hour they cut off?
As far as the engines go, I don't think they're as crazy as like the old Crown Vics weren't crazy, but they
Like, I just remember hearing the police interceptor package or blah blah blah. Or blah, blah.
A71, baby.
Yeah, a bunch of different
Crown
stuff.
Vics. They had a
Kinda.
bunch of different stuff. I think they had like they might have had what do they have? Different cam
Trans
and
cooler,
heads?
oil cooler.
What are you looking at me for?
Yeah, you're a Ford guy.
The Marauders were a faster version of it. That's all I know.
Oh, jeez.
Is that all right?
I think they had better
Intimate
tires
knowledge
and
over
shit.
there.
Well, I think they the tune was different, and they did a couple of different
Some
things,
different-
but
right.
it's mostly just like I want to say, I think the new cruises that we have now, so like the 2020 and ups, they're 3.3 liters, and I don't even know if you can get a civilian version with a
Of that
3.3.
particular. Yeah.
I think you either get like a 3.7 or you either get like there's a little 4-cylinder turbo one that you can get, or it's a V6, or you can get the EcoBoost.
Yeah.
in it, the ST or whatever it is.
How many vehicles do you see a day?
As far as like coming in and out of the shop,
Yeah.
I mean, we're always stacked with work.
Okay.
It's never ending. Those guys abuse.
I was going to say they put a hurting on them, I'd imagine.
Abuse the hell out of them.
Plus, there's things
They
like
never turn them off, right?
I was just going to say, right?
They're not that bad, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're running 3 shifts. Like they don't stop.
Right,
Even
not-
if they are shut off for 15, 20 minutes while they're writing a report in the station or something. Like
Yep.
they're
That's
right
the,
back
the
at it and
most.
go. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Right.
the most break that it gets.
Yep. Speaking of brakes, how often do you have to change the brakes? They're basically all city driven.
Often, because again, those guys drive 'em like maniacs. I mean, I understand. Like,
Right,
you
it
know,
is- right,
Certain
it's-
situations you have to, but
It's we're not talking like USPS delivery vehicles.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean-
the police.
we'll go through like brand new sets of brakes. We'll go through front and rear before 30,000,
Yep.
probably like 20. Oddly enough, the rears go before the fronts all the time. So the rears will go around like 20, mid 20s, and then the fronts are usually not far behind.
Yep.
So that's we're always stocked up with brakes. That's
That's a must have.
oh yeah, that's one thing that I definitely keep up on as far as keeping that in the inventory.
Yep.
Because a lot of stuff, it's like we're not in a huge rush. We're not like firing cars in and out. Like
I was gonna say, do you have enough to where like, oh yeah, we have some, I don't want to call them loaners, but like cars sitting, pool vehicles?
we have a bunch of extras right now because we just got a bunch of new cars, but they go through them, man. They wear them out real fast.
Yep.
Well,
What's the typical length of time one's in use?
The oldest one we have, well, the oldest Explorer we have was the first year. It was a 2014, I believe.
Yep.
And I think it's got like 160K on it.
160 hard
It's-
miles.
Oh yeah. Well, not necessarily because it was like a frontline car. Frontline cars are like the cars that go out every day.
Okay.
And that car has been a canine vehicle for the past, I don't even know, 8 years or something.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
So it's assigned to one guy. And
Yep.
He only works his 8-hour shifts, 40 hours a week or whatever.
Yep.
But he uses it to go everywhere to bring the dog for like training and all.
Right.
that
Right.
stuff.
So there's still a lot of
But
travel associated with
It's
it
not getting used as hard or
for
as
3
much.
straight shifts.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Every day, all day.
Yeah.
So that one hangs around. When I'm trying to work something out to replace it because that one's getting a little tired. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it depends on what they do with it. We have a lot of old cars with like higher miles, but they don't typically die. It just kind of gets to the point where if it's worth putting the money into, like
Yep.
if one loses a transmission and it's got 130,000 miles on it, it's
Right. Right.
depending
Right.
on the body condition and stuff like that, and it's just kind of not feasible. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't-
Not practical. Not
Yeah.
a good
Really?
business
I mean,
decision.
even 130,000 miles. It's not like
yeah, but these
is it
we're
130,000
talking Fall River.
aggressive?
Yeah. It's 130,000 miles of beating the living shit out of it.
I guess 130,000 miles all in one city.
in nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy to think
They-
about.
It's a lot of miles.
Yeah.
in short time too. Like we have 2020s with like 70,000, or
Yeah.
2021. I think we have one with like 65, 70.
Jeez.
So they put miles on them fast.
All city miles. Right. Just.
These new bodies though, the new body styles, the 2020 plus,
Yep.
those things are stout. I don't know because they
what
changed.
what kind of vehicle is it?
It's a Explorer.
Explorer, okay.
Police package.
Yeah.
But whatever they did with the suspensions, because we were changing with the old body styles like the 2018 and belows, we're constantly going through front end stuff.
Yep.
And these new body styles, I haven't touched a single thing. No ball joints, tie rods, like nothing. And they take a beat. And the engines too, kind of mind blowing. Like how many? Because they have hour meters on them as well.
I was just gonna ask: is
Tim
there a
Connors just asked, how many hours does the engine have of runtime at 130,000 miles?
Ooh, I mean,
The hours. Oh god.
which one do you want to know?
the fact that there's an hour meter tells me like, well, actually,
Well, I take so I have this app
Yeah.
that has all the cars in it, and every time I make a work order, we record
Update, yeah.
miles and engine hours.
What's the name of it? Is it like Fleetio or something?
It's MP Web.
Can you see
Okay.
where they are?
Wait, is that IP addresses?
Where are they currently?
That'd be, yeah. Does it show you live action GPS?
Just wondering.
Just out of curiosity.
I don't think so.
Perhaps if someone wanted to pull a heist.
So like this car is, what is this? This is a 21. It has 63,000 miles on it, and the engine hours is 11,300, and that's on something fairly new.
That's wow.
What do they say? 15 miles per hour.
That's
or something like
471 days.
that? That it's been running.
That has been running.
Sounds about right.
That's a lot of days.
Yeah, yeah.
It's it's a year and 105 days. It's crazy.
Do you get
Call it getting your
tasked-
money's worth.
Yeah, seriously. Do you get tasked with like, hey, we gotta make sure we do filters, plugs to make sure they run as efficiently as possible, or is it like handle the problems when there's a problem, general maintenance?
We've been handling the problem when it's a problem, but I'm trying to come up with hopefully to use this app. I want to put something in where like it sets a reminder, like X amount of miles we got to do plugs, X amount of miles we got to do transmission service,
Yep.
that kind of thing, because we're always so busy that it's only me and one other guy,
Okay.
and I got to do all the admin.
I was going to
shit
say the
side of it.
administrative, right,
So
recording all
it
that
kinda
stuff.
sucks because I like working on cars more than I like doing, staring at a computer screen.
Yep.
But,
Preach.
sucks. Sucks. I mean, whatever. It pays the bills.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can certainly do that, and I'm sure that app has its own
Yeah.
things.
I just got to take more advantage of it.
How many vehicles in the fleet?
We have. I mean, we have more than just vehicles, but
I mean, you can give us like an average,
I think we have like somewhere around 150,
okay.
150, maybe 160 now.
Yep. Right. So I mean, realistically, yeah, I can see
it's
how
not a
you.
huge fleet, but like,
I can see how you'd have something in every day.
oh yeah.
Like, there's just-
It's definitely enough for every working day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's work stacked on. I could work 1 million hours overtime if I really wanted to.
Yep.
So it's never ending. And these guys, they're not nice and like, oh, these guys are busy. Maybe we should not kick the shit out of these things every day. No, they drive them like
Yeah, they
drive
give
very hard.
zero Fs, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
What are your work hours?
7 to 3, Monday to Friday.
Pretty solid work hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice, especially in the summertime. I'm like, if I can actually get out right at 3 and home for 3:30,
Yeah.
before 4 o'clock, I can actually get some stuff done at the house instead of like I used to work at a body shop and I worked. What did we work? I think it was 8 to 5 or 8 to 4:30 or something like that. And it's like, I guess it's only like an hour and a half if you're really talking.
But it
the
seems
difference,
like it kind of
an hour and a
makes
half is a lot.
makes a
5
big
hours a
difference, especially if you
Minimum.
have to do something after work or whatever. Who's your boss? Like, I don't even know who do you report to. It's just
I report to the police chief's assistant. So he's
Okay.
he's a lieutenant, I believe.
okay.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. He's like the right hand man. He's the one who oversees he oversees kind of everybody.
Yep.
But that's my
Right. Just
direct
kind of direct report
Yeah,
and
yeah.
give him all the, hey, here's where we're at. Here's what I suggest. We're short
Yeah.
on vehicles.
And that's kind of what we're always short on cars, but yeah. That's another perk of the job that I do like is I'm not like super micromanaged either.
Right. Yeah. You can just,
Because he's upstairs doing the million things that
he's not going to
his
be over
job
your shoulder
entails.
watching. Yeah.
and they don't care. It's like if the cars are running, the cars are working.
They're good.
Well, I'm
They
fine.
got bigger things to worry about. That's the thing.
We don't even exist half the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I was going to, I can see that for sure. They just want to, like, here's my tool. I need it.
Yeah.
And
That's
go.
how fucking IT is with them too, brother. Trust me. Until IMC is not working in a car, and then everybody fucking knows about it.
Oh yeah.
What are
IMC
some?
goes down, the whole building loses its
Yeah.
mind.
I
What
can't
is-
make a fucking report.
What is IMC? If we can talk about that, I don't know. Just
Uh,
some sort of
It's a
communication thing.
police report system,
Okay,
but it's
Yeah.
like ancient. And
fair.
if I'm honest, most, if not all, Rhode Island police departments are still using it.
I'd assume by you saying that and him being in Massachusetts, like
Yeah,
knowing about it, it's pretty clear it's used heavily.
Most places are moving away from it. Even Connecticut uses it. Most places are moving away from it. Well, the plan is they have to.
Yeah.
For something newer, but currently, you know how that goes with anything government or municipality. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to be there for forever. It's a very
You could have told me they use MS DOS, and I wouldn't disagree.
That's more
It,
advanced than I
like,
expected.
It literally if I could log in and show you one night on a server. It literally is like a command prompt window,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the IMC program itself, it'll just like do these like antiquated runs. So if you get a call, it'll take like a file. It's so fucking stupid. It takes a file, exports it to a folder, and then they have to use another program that takes it, picks it up and drops it via FTP to another thing, and then that thing takes it and puts it into a reporting system, and then that thing sends it to somewhere where they can see it.
Yeah.
And if one thing breaks, if one thing freezes, if a server goes down, if fucking
The circle
Johnny Five
jerk is
spills his
collapsed.
coffee,
Yeah.
it's a fucking shit show. And they got radio recorders and fucking radios everywhere. And
How do you get involved with the communication side of things, like the radios in particular and all
Not
that?
necessarily, no. There's the guy that does what is his position? He's an electrician, but he does like all the traffic signals.
Okay.
He also deals with like, all the antennas and stuff for the radio system. So like anything, he's got a whole separate laptop that he can program the actual radios with.
Yeah.
Because every radio is programmed to the car number.
Okay.
So if like they actually call out or hit like a, an emergency.
Yeah. It's gonna know
Yeah.
where it's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah, it all gets into a level of
Mm.
craziness.
But no, I don't deal. I don't deal with the radios at all.
What's some of the craziest things you've seen come in? Yeah, it can be both. Wow, this vehicle was involved in this, or holy shit, I can't believe you've kept this thing running for 60 hours straight and it hasn't blown up.
And they don't care either. They'll like a car will have like a coolant leak and they'll just let it run out there for 12 hours. And you're like, what are you guys doing out here?
You didn't want to swap this out with another one?
Yeah.
I get you.
Like cars don't grow on trees. This is a municipality. Everything takes decades to do.
Right,
It's
right.
crazy. But I don't know, craziest thing. Big snowstorm, not last year, the year before. A police officer got into an accident. She was responding to a call and hit a patch of ice or whatever going downhill, put this thing in a giant tree. And I worked at a body shop for 5 years. I never seen something hit that hard. It was like engine in the firewall. Like it was.
Oh, wow.
It was bad. Yeah, she broke a bunch of bones. I don't know if it was
Okay.
like arm, leg, you name it.
Right,
But
right.
it
But
was-
there was some, yeah.
yeah, it was
wasn't
not a good
the best.
situation. Yeah, I'm over here plowing the lot, and all of a sudden I see a tow truck come in. And this car's total. I'm like, holy
Jesus.
dude.
So you're also multifaceted. I mean,
That's what I was just gonna ask.
you're fucking plowing the lot while you're trying to
Yeah.
maintain this fleet.
I'm responsible for some odd stuff. I mean, whatever. I can understand plowing the lot because I have like a truck that's specifically assigned to the shop itself.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Right, and it
plow
would
setup
make
on
sense.
it.
Like, hey, I gotta.
Yeah,
If
like,
I'm
you're not gonna
responsible
have
for
a-
this fleet, I got to figure out how I'm going to handle them, where they're going to go,
Sure.
make sure the lot's clean.
And then what else? One time we had a car get towed in with a cat stuck inside of it. That was fun.
Like an animal?
Yeah.
How to get inside?
Did you call the police to help it get out?
No, well, somebody called.
Like it wasn't a dog.
That's it.
I'm patching a bunch of holes in that thing.
Somebody had called animal control because they were sitting in traffic, and apparently this lady saw this cat coming, walking out. It was
Oh, boy.
It was a little baby one,
Yeah.
and they were stopped in traffic. The lady behind her sees it and sees it get underneath the car, so she gets out, tells the lady, "Hey, don't move anywhere. There's a cat underneath the car. I'm gonna try and get it." They go try to get it. It climbs up up on top of the gas tank.
Oh my god!
So
dude.
they tried jacking it up and getting the cat out of there, and then it ended up getting towed in, and we put it up on the lift. And then even then, it took us like a half hour, 40 minutes to get this cat out of the car.
Yep.
I had to do some disassembling.
Yep.
That was a good time. I tried to adopt it, but it got stolen by the vet that took it.
Okay.
Because they brought it to a vet because I think it had a broken leg or something like that.
Okay.
And then the vet was like, "Hey, I won't charge you anything for the surgery
Taking
or whatever,
care of
whatever
it,
that they
yep.
did. I'll keep it." And I was like, "What the fuck? I wanted it."
That's kind of right. It's kind of a cool story for a cat.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
How is it getting vehicles? Like like you said, that it's a municipality. It takes
Yeah,
time.
It's rough.
You
they're
gotta
not cheap.
work with. Oh, I can imagine.
Fully built out new ones are like 60, 62.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's cheaper than I expected.
Without a radio. The radio itself is like, I think, $4,500 or something
Okay.
like that. I forget. I don't know the exact dollar amount, but it's up there.
cheaper than you expected.
That's cheaper than I expected. Yeah.
God, I figured it was gonna be like, you getting a deal. It's gonna be 25 grand or something like that.
Well,
25 grand.
well, everything is just crazy money because it's like anytime you put police on it,
Yeah.
or like I'm sure it's the same with like fire equipment.
Yeah.
Anytime you put the word police on it, it's like everything's astronomical. Like the push bars that are on the front of these things, it's flat steel, like stamped steel welded together with brackets. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
like a crazy.
Yeah, $800.
Yeah.
Especially, and they've made so many of them. You think that
Yeah.
like
It's like
they work the cost down a little
Perhaps
bit.
Exactly.
build a jig.
yeah, maybe.
Right.
They don't have a guy custom building every single one. That's for sure.
Right.
But
They
even
got nails over there.
the light bars are a couple $1,000, $3,000 or something like that. So it's like buying the car is not that bad. The car I think is like I think they're like high 30s now, maybe 40.
Yep.
But by the time it
Outfitted.
comes out of the outfitter, it's the last batch that we got was 60 grand.
Wow.
Or five. Well, 60 grand a piece. We got
Yep.
5.
Are I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble. It's like, are there bulletproof things on them? I'm asking this because I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I don't.
But
know.
he'd like to.
They're not.
Hey, what are
Let's
the least
know
amount
how
of police
hard
on the
they're
road?
trying.
Exactly what are they?
What's the slowest time for them to respond?
Exactly what caliber are they penetrable at? No.
No,
We had Chuck Lab 25, $4.99 callback. Remember everyone giving Shook shit about not shipping stickers? There's still 2 gift boxes that are unshipped from Mr. Beard Boy himself. Damn, that's a call out.
I don't know.
Who's Mr. Beard Boy?
Yeah, I assume he's referring to me.
Yeah, you're the guy with the beard.
I mean, I have one kind of. I shaved it.
Everybody's
Send
got a
me-
beard.
I know there's one to Canada because he was waiting on some coffee, which we don't have new stuff yet. But send me a DM and I will figure it out.
DM me, baby.
Yeah. Hit me up.
DM this dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Is this
can't remember.
person from Canada?
I can't remember everybody's names
Yeah, no.
offhand.
I don't think he's from Canada.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get
Working
down to
on
the
it.
bottom
Thanks
of
for your attention.
it. Yeah, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
bulletproofing.
Yes.
There's no bulletproof glass or anything like that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Just
I
regular
just
glass. Writing,
I
you writing this down.
I guess it was more of a question. I think my train of thought was more of a question of like,
I know the doors are different because even when you order a door, they're police package specific.
potentially like reinforcing or something like that. Whatever it might be.
I honestly couldn't tell you what the
Yeah.
difference is because
Yeah, you
I've
don't
never
get-
sat there. Like we only own one civilian Explorer.
Okay.
The rest of them are all. We have like admin cars, but those are still police package.
Yep.
With just like the regular center console and stuff like that. They use as like detective cars or
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah.
stuff like that. But as far as I know, I don't really think so.
What the hell was I just gonna say?
What
I
the door
completely
is
lost
different.
different doors. Nope. Oh, do you send them to the body shop?
Sure.
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure how extensive the body work gets. If again, kind of same
Is it like a down and dirty repair, or are we trying to go for like perfection?
No, I send them all to Carl's.
Okay, Carl's
No,
Collision.
Not all, but
Carl's the customer of ours.
Oh, Carl, buddy.
Carl's Collision.
Love Carl's Collision.
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep sending it, baby.
Yeah.
Let's vinyl wrap those things.
This is the
Need some custom graphics? Let's get it going.
No, they do a really good job. They're one of the biggest shops around, so
Yeah.
they can kind of get stuff in and out. And not that like I have any preference; it doesn't really matter to me. Like I can use technically whoever I want. Just
Right.
like,
But it
make
just
them a vendor for the city, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, they wreck them hard and often.
Are they just hitting each other? Are
But
they-
I just
They
Pedestrian-
just hit
Pedestrians.
everything.
What-
Everything. It doesn't matter. They hit people's heads up against the quarter panels. Like every one of our cruisers has a dent on the right rear quarter panel, right near the cage where the door, because they only have half cages, and the
Yep.
door is the passenger side.
won't pass Lock City Tech.
Oh my,
unfortunately.
no!
We've thought about it. You
Battery
can't do it.
tie downs.
No tandems.
They shut it
No
down.
tandems.
Yeah, they are not shy about destroying stuff.
yeah, it is what it is with them.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's part of the job. I get
Hey,
it.
people
you
shouldn't
know.
make the heads that hard.
Do they apply all the vinyls and shit for you guys too at the build shop, or you have to
They
send that
do,
somewhere?
yeah. They send them out for. I mean, a guy does it. It's
Yeah.
not technically
I
them. I think they sub it out.
Somebody does it, right? I mean,
Machine. No.
yeah. AI. Just,
No, yeah, they
you think
they
the
do it all.
vinyl guy's like, all right, that's nice and on. What the fuck does Wheel try?
We can ask them.
We'll try. We'll
Yeah,
give it
we'll
a
try.
shot.
Yeah.
So,
Wheel.
I don't know how true this is because it's just a story that I was told by somebody that worked there. Because when I started working in Fall River, that was like in the shop. We have one of those patches just like hanging on the wall.
It says we'll try.
So I never even paid attention to the patches. I never really cared. But then like it was whatever the first couple of weeks that I was working there, I just like looked up at this thing and I'm like, "We'll try. What the hell is that?" I'm like that's the motto. That's what we're going after.
Give
Like,
her a try.
it's just a terrible way for a police department. I don't know. I don't.
Like
There's a bigger meaning behind it, right?
Okay,
So
this is-
supposedly, the story that I've been told, and I this could be 100% false for all I know.
Yep.
Is that when Fall River had that giant fire and all those all the mills burnt down
Yep.
and a bunch of houses and all that stuff.
Yep.
That was like the city motto, like we'll try to rebuild or something like that. Something to that fashion.
Okay.
Yeah, the people
But-
of Fall River are willing to try. That even when success seems so far away, they will strive.
See, I guess
So you
it's,
can hit
it's
that with a
somewhat
quick
true.
Google.
That's not a great outlook for the city.
Right. It's
Well, that happened. What year did that happen though?
It was more like it
was-
should have been more like we
15
will.
years ago.
You know,
my mom was alive, I believe. so
1843.
no
I-
way.
I thought
Wait.
you meant the one that happened like recently.
Yeah, the Kerr-Mill one.
Aftermath of the Great Fire of 1843.
Oh, that's when they
that's-
came on
King
Will
that's
James
James
what that's
settled
from.
here. Yeah.
So that's been the that's been the motto since
just the
way
colonies.
back when.
Yeah, when the old pilgrims
Well,
landed on
Josh
the rock.
looks that up.
The Kerr-Mill one, the one I was thinking of. Kerr-Mill fire occurred in 1987. Hell, I was alive. That's
too.
wild.
After you do a repair, is there a test drive?
Sure, yeah, we drive them.
You
all
throw the
time.
berries on?
That's exactly where I was going with that.
Chuck the berries on?
That's
If I-
exactly where I was
You
going.
pop on the peachy blues.
If I'm in the parking lot, yes.
Yeah, you got to. You got to make sure they work.
exactly where I
You
was
got to make sure they
going.
work at speed.
I have a
No,
funny story
um,
about that. You're probably allowed to though, because you're an employee of
Yeah.
the PD.
To drive them?
yeah,
I
and
do.
throw the lights on.
Not if you're out in the street.
That
They
might
got the
be-
shotguns in the
Light
middle.
on in the street, you
so
can
there's
drive
so
them.
many questions still.
I drive them, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't throw the berries.
If I was throwing the lights on
Yeah,
the
you get
street, I
fucked.
guarantee I'd be fired the next
That's
day.
probably
So
it's probably frowned upon.
Fired immediately.
This is why I can't have that job.
Like, as soon
Yeah.
yeah.
as soon as
You start doing that quick math, worth it.
You're just
Buttons
waiting
are
outside of
irresistible.
Jersey,
as
Mike.
soon as
Hey,
word gets to the chief, I'm losing my job.
The buttons
Yeah.
are irresistible.
With extreme prejudice.
Oh my god, the amount of whoops I would do is just unbelievable.
Every red light.
Corey, you be
Unbelievable.
outside
Oh,
of
I sit outside of my house and whoop whoop all night. Hey, baby, look at me! Whoop, whoop.
Anybody you wanted
Hey,
to scare?
That's the sound of the police!
Corey be outside Jersey Mike's like, put the sandwiches on the ground, sir.
I'd be having too much fun with them, and that's why
yeah.
you can't have them as a civilian, right?
Obviously.
I would assume, yeah.
Perhaps one of the reasons.
That's what it boils
Isn't-
down to.
What's impersonating a police officer? Is that like a federal offense?
I think
That's a big crime.
That's a
So-
big. It's a big no-no.
A friend of mine, I'm not going to say any names, one came through their shop for tires and an alignment, and they threw the lights on, took a picture of it, and
Ooh. They got in trouble for
the
that?
state troopers saw it.
It was a
online.
state trooper.
State police department. They were there that day.
Yeah, that's
And
a good
he
way to
got-
get fucking.
A stern talking to.
Yeah. That's not the end of the world.
That's way to get your butt assaulted.
Yeah, what Steve said, 1 month in jail.
Hey,
There we
you
go.
Dude, that's
Hey,
exactly where I was going with. Dude, I would throw those lights on.
Yeah,
so
chuck
fucking
those berries
fast.
on immediately.
For impersonating
awesome.
a police officer, it was only 1 month?
No,
No, that was a joke. I was trying to get it in jail for a month.
Yeah.
never
like
mind.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, Chuck was trying to
Ooh,
skip
I
the month of
remember you
December.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Yeah, December in particular.
It's not a bad month to be away.
It's a decent one to get out of.
So, in movies, and
movies.
perhaps crime dramas, you often see either the hero or sometimes a villain run to the trunk of a police vehicle and have, like, their ARs mounted. Do you handle any of the mounting devices?
We'll adjust them if need be, but
Okay, so they are all there.
those are installed.
Those aren't like detective specific.
No, a couple of our cars have lock boxes and stuff in the back.
Okay.
But even our like frontline cars that are out there every day, the AR is mounted right in between the two seats.
Oh,
Oof,
okay.
Nice.
So and they're locked and
You ever have to patch up holes from where that baby's pointing?
luckily no.
Whoopsie daisy with the trigger just
Sounds like their new motto is "You can fuck around and you will find out." Josh, it was funny because Chuck keeps saying it sounds an awful like you're trying to do a bank heist and it was haha funny, but that last one
Was very, very
you're
specific.
sus as fuck. Right
Yeah, how
now,
many rounds would
honestly.
you say are in those ARs?
I'm
And
just,
would you say that they could pass
He
through
needs
a
all the
corrupt
info.
body armor?
I'm just really trying to think of any question. I mean, it's not often we get somebody who's so close to police vehicles that I want to be near.
Would you say that would you say that
qualifier.
their rounds would pass through, I don't know, a Russian level 3 helmet? Some Ratnik armor by chance?
Yeah.
Are they taught to aim for the head? I'm trying to think of what else we can ask that's hilarious police stuff.
Center mass.
How often do you replace tires?
What kind of tires are you putting on them? You putting junk on there or what?
No, they get
No,
special.
we-
Tiger
orders.
paws.
No, they're just
Mucho
Goodyears.
machos.
Do they get
Goodyear
swapped
Mucho
out for
Machos.
winter?
Goodyear Eagle RS ones.
All
or something like
seasons?
that. No, the all season ones are shit.
All right, so what we're trying to do is we're going to plan it for the snowstorm.
No, they actually do very well in the snow. They're all wheel drive and they're not like
They're not there aren't Crown Vics anymore, right? They're all just like.
negative.
Explorers
Are there, what
or-
are car? Are there any
I-
cars,
I
sedans?
only have two or three Crown Vics left.
Does everybody fight over them? Those babies going to be
No,
classics.
one's like an auxiliary car that they take out every once in a while, and one's like to go to court and back. So they don't. There's no Crown Vics out on like front line. Like
They do any sedans, or are they all SUVs now?
I'm trying to get I've been trying to get everything into an Explorer, like everybody.
Yeah.
Because it makes our job 100 times easier. If
The
I could
stuff
just-
you got to stock.
Yeah, of course.
If I could just stock everything for a freaking Explorer, that'd be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So
I've seen cops a lot. Police Camaros for high speed pursuits.
we don't have anything cool like
You guys,
that.
So
you
I
guys
was
gotta get one. Let's
that-
get like a '76 Camaro. Put a big block in there. Just fucking chase down people.
We
So-
do
sport
still
compacts.
have two Caprices though.
So what I was going to ask,
We got two of those left.
Blink-
They're both pretty much on the chopping block though, because they have piles of shit. They are the worst vehicles ever, and you can't get anything for them.
yeah, I don't.
You,
Yeah.
Like everything is $1 million because it's those were Australian cars. They weren't American cars. So like
Right.
if you want to buy anything for them, it's just like a tail light, $500 or something like that.
When you get rid of them, you just sell them cheap to your buddies, or what? How do we get these things?
No, they
Is that with or without
Does
lights?
that one fall off the back of the truck?
Need some berries.
What exactly is the whoop whoop thing?
No, they all get listed onto a website called GovDeals.
GovDeals.
So, I mean, dude, people will pay money for the Caprices. We did sell a bunch of Crown Vics recently, and they didn't go for a lot of money. They bought them for like the cats, and that was pretty much it. It was like, they were like $500 a piece.
Or Cletus McFarland. Cletus McFarland bought him to race him on his track.
Yeah.
How to buy.
I
Go to GovDeals. They have everything. You can search the country if you really wanted to.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, we could just buy cheap Crown Vics all day.
That's pretty wild.
We just crash them into each other in the parking
That's
lot.
what I mean. Like we could have our own demolition derby out
You
there.
got a good sized parking lot. We could do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I mean, 4 is a good time.
What about? Well, I can buy a train.
Police train?
They sell everything.
Whoa.
They sell every piece of equipment that you
How
can
do you
think of.
pick up a train and deliver it?
Tracks?
It's in Bridgeport. They'll probably just take the
They
track.
drive it right up. Yeah, they'll drive right to your house.
So, how do I phrase this?
Trying to browse here.
Back in the Avenue days of Fall River,
Oh, I never had good luck out there.
there was always rumors that the police had a Mustang. Blink twice if that's true. Is that, would there ever be an undercover? Would you know about an undercover vehicle?
What do we have now?
Or would you know? Like if there was something wild like that, like
Yeah.
hey, this is the police's, this is the department's drag racing enforcement Mustang.
They don't do anything cool like that anymore.
Okay. Oh, anymore.
I honestly don't know anything
Okay,
about a
okay.
Mustang. I've only worked there for the past 3 years.
Okay.
So
It was always rumor. I never knew if
4
it was
years.
actually true. Because
It's a possibility, but I don't know.
supposedly they would bait, drivers
Well, I mean,
into.
street racing out there was big.
It was the thing.
The Wendy's.
It was
I used
gigantic.
to go out there all the time, but like I said, I never had luck with the police out there.
Yeah.
It was like I'd be driving from my house in New Bedford. One time I got off of the exit on the highway.
Yep.
Took a left, first set of lights.
In New Bedford.
No. Coming into Fall River.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Take
Okay.
that
Yeah.
exit where like 99 is
Yep.
and right on the Ave. I got as far as the light that you pass underneath the overpass.
Yep.
And blue lights, pulled over, ticketed for all, loud exhaust, inspections, whatever, you name it.
Yeah.
I was like 16, 17 years old when this happened. I I got the ticket. I did a U-turn, went right back on the highway, went right back home. I was like, I'm all set, dude.
I mean, New Bedford used to have their Ave. It wasn't as big as Fall Rivers, but they also used to have near the billiard place in 140. That little section over there.
I got into a lot of trouble in that one. Me and a friend were lined up at that flashing yellow light.
Yep.
And we're literally counting down. State trooper comes off the exit. Oh, okay. So we just pulled over.
Yeah.
He didn't catch us in the act.
Yeah.
We were stopped.
Yeah.
And
right.
getting ready to do the deed.
You weren't picking up trash on the highway.
Yeah. So he ticketed us for everything he possibly could.
Yeah.
It's out there volunteering. This guy's going to ticket you, looking for trash on the
Yeah.
side of the
I
road.
was just picking up recycling.
We were just having a conversation.
Man, those were the days. Those were crazy days.
I mean, the street racing stuff now is nuts. These dudes are blocking off highways. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's different. There's a section in New Bedford, and I don't want to blow up anybody's spot, but I'm like, oh wow, shit goes down here all the time.
Well, Industrial Park.
No, near the airport.
Oh, sure, yeah, and
New
they just
Bedford has an
repaved that.
airport?
Yeah,
Actually,
Small.
I grew up like a quarter mile away from.
they even had a restaurant in it.
That's a
It's closed now.
perfect
Who
distance.
flies
if you ask
to
me.
and from the airport?
Everybody going to and from the Vineyard.
Yeah, all the rich people.
Really?
Yeah.
In New Bedford?
Yeah,
It's a very small airport, small planes only.
yeah,
They tried to. They
BJ's?
wanted to expand.
yep.
I mean, they've been trying to do it for decades, right?
They can't go forward. That's the graveyard. Can't go backwards.
Well, they can, but they would just screw the road that goes around it.
Right,
But either
which is a cool road.
So their way of trying to make everybody happy in the area, because
Mhm.
like they were trying to get like commercial airliners to
Oh my
come
God.
fly in there, and so my father's my father owns a house right there. It's like I can
Yeah.
planes flying over the house
Yeah.
every day. They told everybody within whatever it was, 1 2 mile radius or something like that. They'll give you one room in the house with soundproof windows. That was their selling point. If we can do this, we'll give you one room in your house.
That's
with soundproof
a
windows.
wild,
You're like,
wild.
and you got 747.
Fucking
Yeah.
giant room I'd build on my house.
right. Right, to be the size of this parking lot.
I guess indoor b-ball court. Let's do it. Just went up.
Yeah.
Just blow out all the walls on your first floor, so they have to do
Open floor
the whole
plan.
first floor.
Turns out I have this NBA parkade.
Oh man.
Are there some fun facts we might have missed when it comes to the police fleet?
Oh, the police fleet. I don't know.
So I know we briefly, obviously, we hit on the fleet itself, the potential one SWAT vehicle, but like, is there anything really obscure? Motorcycles. You work on motorcycles too?
I don't because it's it's when you work for the city. It's the second you say you can do it, it becomes
Your
practice.
responsibility, regardless.
Yeah, so it's like we have enough work with just the cars and just the vehicles that we have.
I mean, to be honest, you said 2 people. Like that's
it's me and one other guy.
For
Yeah.
140 plus cars.
150, 160 pieces of equipment.
That's a lot
that
of
are
pieces.
literally probably on right now.
I mean, not all right. So not all of them. Like, there's a lot of cars that are just like 8-hour shift cars
Okay.
that go out whatever 5, 6, maybe 7 times a week.
Yep.
But those frontline cars are the ones that we're
Right.
constantly working on because there's no shortage of work. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But wait, what was the question? Anything cool?
Yeah. Anything obscure, different.
Like oddball stuff that we own?
Yeah.
We got a couple of quads, like for
Okay.
because they have the environmental for the
Freetown for the forest and stuff.
to protect all the waterways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of quads. We got a weird side by side for
Fall River is a pretty interesting city for that because there is like
they own a wild amount of water.
yeah, and it's all like you get
In different
everything.
towns,
There's sand related stuff. Sand related crimes can happen. Lake related crimes can happen. Pond
Wearing
related
socks on the
crimes.
beach.
So
Straight to jail.
they own water all over the place. They own water in the pond that's in Dartmouth, right off of 195. There,
They got boats?
No, what is that, Nokochoke? Yeah, we have a couple boats.
Oh, that's sick.
Interesting.
Go
Yeah.
test those babies out on a nice afternoon.
We
get
fooled around
get a
on
couple
them.
whoop whoops on the water.
Maybe this 4th of July I might
up,
try and
ladies?
sneak my way onto the Harbor Master boat.
Yeah,
See if I can hang out with them.
that's a good. That's a good party. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
We'll be right near the fireworks. Not a bad gig.
Do you ever have any of these guys try and bring their personal vehicles in?
Oh yeah, we're the the automotive person to go to. So it's like a lot of these guys
Pulling cats off their personal vehicles and stuff.
right in the parking lot. Sawing
Yeah, I
them
can cut that out for you.
Yeah. They they'll ask us questions, but I try not to do side work anymore. I have worked on a few people's cars there, but like I try not to do it because once the word gets out, then everybody will be, hey, you work on my car, and everybody wants a $1,000 job done for $200, and
Right.
and it's no.
Yeah, and it
I'm
just
not
becomes
doing
a
Yeah, we do enough of that. You could have like your own personal army. You're kind of an above the law.
It's like, hey man, you
Little setup.
mind doing the head gaskets on my my truck? It's a
Yeah,
7.3. You're like, fucking burn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy,
no.
you want to
No.
kill my ex-girlfriend? Thanks. Just kidding.
Sprinkle crack on her dead body.
Yeah, just get her arrested. Get her hung up for a little while.
Spring a little crack on her, it'll be fine.
oh my god. How is the? Do you work directly with a lot of officers, or like
Yeah,
is it
I mean,
coordinated through?
Pretty much everybody there. I mean, aside from like people in the chief's office and stuff like that, is a police officer.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of like actual civilians that work there.
Okay.
You guys got a gun range on site?
On site, no, but they have a gun range in Fall River.
They let you dip up there or what? Fire a couple roundies off of the
I've
boys?
been offered, to go out there.
That's my guy.
Do
Love
you? What is the setup like that you guys have? A bunch. Is it you dictating what tools and large tools or things like that you have, or is it just,
Well,
hey, here's a bunch of hand-me-downs to figure it out?
no. So a couple of years ago, this was before I started, right before I started actually, was
Fall River is the gun range.
he is not lying about that. There has been a wild amount of shootings.
Oh God.
Just the other day, some kid got shot in the face.
Oh
like
my God.
Worst
a
place.
day after Christmas.
Worst place.
It's a pretty bad place to get shot.
That's right. It's not ideally not a good place.
Yeah.
If I had to choose any other place to get shot,
Yeah. Wouldn't be the face.
Yeah, you don't want to get shot in the face. You need that to live.
Yeah. Face is a big part of the body.
but
I'm thinking in and out the ass cheek.
Not as big as my dick, but definitely a big one.
But yeah, there's no shortage of crime in Fall River.
Yeah. Yeah.
It never stops. Those guys
Job security, baby.
for them, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that job if you paid me $200,000 a year.
No,
dude.
absolutely not.
Absolutely. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Josh was asking about the tools.
Oh yeah, a couple years ago, I guess all the mechanics. So we're all in the same union. The guys that work for the fire department and then the guys that work for the police department, they wanted a stipend, to like a yearly stipend to help pay for tools.
Yep.
And they didn't want to pay for it. So the city was like, oh, we'll just buy all our own. And I was like, that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how much tools cost?
Free tools.
Okay. Or whatever. And so we have the guy that picked all the stuff out, bought all Cornwell stuff.
Yep.
Worst. It sucks to work with. I can't stand them. But I've even bought like a couple of tools of my own.
Right. To just,
To
help
be
you
there.
be sane.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of Cornwell stuff. I mean, a socket's a socket. I don't really care. But some of the wrenches and the ratchets, throw them in the trash.
Yep.
I wouldn't buy them with your money. You know what I mean? I'm good. But yeah, so we have like a full toolbox. We're still buying stuff here and there, kits, specialty stuff. I have a budget for that every
Yeah.
year as well. So it's kind of that was one of the perks. That was another reason why I went there, because I was gonna get a job in at the New Bedford Police Garage.
Okay.
I had actually applied for them both.
Yep.
Like, I got offered a job there because I know a kid a guy that works there. And I took the Fall River one because I didn't have to bring my toolbox. I could leave all my stuff at home.
Right. Right.
I-
Right.
At the time, I was doing, before me getting this job, I was working out of my garage for like 2 years.
Yep.
So, and I stayed busy. And I like having my tools at home because.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I drive shit boxes.
I was
so
gonna
I'm
say you
always
get
working
plenty
on
of
'em.
plenty of projects of your own to work on.
Yeah. Always
you.
fixing something.
Thank you for coming in. It was a
problem.
pleasure
Yeah, it
to
was a good time.
berate you with ridiculous questions for a little while.
Yeah, no worries.
We look forward to seeing the updates on the IS
Sure.
and hopefully see some of the other cars at Donut Meet or something like
Hopefully
that
soon. Yeah.
this year.
I'd like the goal. I mean, the goal last year was to get all the cars running. That didn't work. So the goal for 24 was to have all cars running and using.
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting in a garage.
There. Right.
Yeah.
You can make that happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Let's hit some questions. Let me go all the way to the bottom.
We'll try.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try.
Jordan MX_5. What event are you most excited for this year? Good question.
I really enjoyed Staggered last year.
Yeah, staggered.
I think
Yeah.
Staggered would be front runner.
Yeah, I'm gassed up for that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, oh fuck, I forgot the name. Vibes.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
the one out in
Where was that? Is that
it's in Lake Erie.
Jeez.
it's a trek.
But I'm driving it
I
this
know
year.
this
so.
guy.
This fucking guy who drives once.
What do you want to drink Coca-Cola too?
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
Definitely staggered.
TDs, what's your automotive goal for 2024?
Ooh. Just said it.
Buy a stupid house so I can buy another car
There you go.
so I can have fun.
Put more miles on my car than I did last year.
Okay. I feel like you drove that pretty decently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did 2,700.
Okay.
So I mean, it's fair.
I'd like to put any miles on my Hondas
Anything.
this year. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'd like to get one of the cars currently out of my possession back by the end of the year.
That would be good. Shook, any big automotive goals for 2024?
World peace.
I already beat my goal. I don't have really.
Okay,
I
just
wanted to
enjoy it.
drive,
Yeah,
There we go.
that makes sense. Capone,
Oh.
what would you rather be? A pirate, samurai, or cowboy?
I'd do the cowboy for sure.
Cowboy, 100%.
Oh, fucking! I'm gonna throw on the chaps, get up on the horse,
I'm with
head
you.
out
Are we
west.
talking about in current day? Because if you're a samurai in current day, weird.
I think in the best possible time to be said thing.
What were they? Samurai, cowboy, what?
And pirate.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Pirate, there's a lot. They get a lot of diseases.
Yeah,
Samurai
Yeah,
are
but they
pretty
get them
cool,
the
though.
best ways.
Yeah,
you know
but-
what I mean?
Cowboys just you gotta shoot,
Other-
you gotta shoot out the OK Corral. You just get hit by a random 6-shooter. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull out the gun at any second.
Yeah,
it
like
samurai or
you want to
ninja?
draw, motherfucker, or draw?
If it's like
We go
Tomb
samurai?
Samurai.
Oh, samurai,
Cowboy.
dude.
Samurai's not a ninja. Samurai would be like,
Yeah, no, I'm samurai. I've seen 7 Samurai all 9
yeah,
hours of it.
yeah,
I'm going cowboy for sure.
I think I'm going samurai.
Yeah,
Their
I'd just
fits
go
are always
cowboy.
so sick.
I don't want scurvy.
yeah.
I would some boots, a hat.
I'd go Cowboys.
Yeah, I go cowboy.
Samurai would be a close
fucking-
second, but I want to rock the Spurs.
Yeah, samurai.
I want
culture's,
a
like,
cool
pretty uptight,
6-shooter on the hip.
Yeah, I'm going dual, left and right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bunch
Outlaw.
of sheep herders in the room over
Yeah.
here.
too. Could we? Be outlaw
I get a
cowboys?
horse.
Hell
I
yeah.
have a horse.
That's the only way you can get around.
You guys can
Yeah.
go camp out on the mountain together.
We'll have a great time.
What's
You're
cool
just
than
jealous.
being in the middle of nowhere.
Film a
with
movie.
campfire?
Josh specifically wants spurs.
Phil-
What is Corey talking about checking chaps on? This is fucking unbelievable.
No, you need Spurs to
Yeah, no, absolutely.
slap your
1883?
horse.
Hey, how you gonna mount the horse
a good
otherwise?
That's
show.
right. A spittoon. I can ting. Eat a bunch of tobacco and fucking spit everywhere.
No, that sounds like the play.
Have the worst teeth on earth.
Yeah, Tim gets it. Pirates sure smashing wenches.
Ask
I'm
for
telling
go.
your wife.
ask for milk in a dirty
And she
glass. Chassis harness. Any big things for 2024? I don't know, man. We're just living.
Just trying to make it
We'll
through.
see what happens.
Flying by the fucking
trying to survive.
literal
Yeah.
seat of my goddamn.
Might buy an
pants.
island. Tip out of here.
Sigma Woodcraft. If you
Sigma
could give
Woodcraft.
a name to your favorite kitchen appliance, what would it be? I don't want to name my favorite kitchen appliance, but I can tell you what my favorite kitchen. Oh, it's not even a kitchen appliance, I guess.
Rice cooker, 100%.
She's already got a name, bud.
Oh my god! Oh, and we
That's
have
too easy.
and we have lost our
Too easy.
entire 3-person female audience.
You can't just see one up like that and walk away.
That was pretty good. Yeah. I'm big into stainless steel pans. Big stainless steel pan guy.
I got a couple of those myself.
We just got a rice cooker for Christmas.
It's the best thing
Haven't
ever.
used it yet.
You
Rice
can't
cookers are
make.
I don't eat
Bad
rice
rice.
that often.
You would if you had a rice cooker.
It's a
Yeah.
staple in our household,
Really?
just to fill bellies. It's
Yeah,
literally
the cheapest way to fill.
with I can
Dude,
It is fucking foolproof. A caveman can do it. You fill it to the line with how many cups of rice you want. You add the rice.
Yeah.
Rinse your rice first.
Yep, of course.
Okay.
I bought a thing to
literally
rinse
hit-
rice.
is there a
White
thing to
rice.
rinse rice?
Walk away.
Yeah,
Rice
you're
is
supposed
so
to,
dirty.
Yeah,
no,
you're
I
supposed-
rinse the shit out of rice, but it's always a pain in the balls.
I
Get all
bought
the water
one
out.
of the
They have
like a
rice
sift,
rinsers.
Mhm.
like a sift. I'd put the rice in there
And just
and then hit it with
blast
water and
through
just
it.
yeah,
You know, you mix it with your hand.
yeah. Give it a
I
little.
just rinse it in the rice maker bowl thing and like dump it, rinse it, dump
Pain
it.
in the ass. You need a strainer. They're like cheap on
I gotta
Amazon.
strain this baby out. I didn't even know what was going on.
Kevin 401. Who's excited for the
401.
snow coming on Sunday?
Let's fucking go!
He ends with not this guy.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we get
I don't mind the snow, especially if it comes on Sunday. I'll be working.
on Sunday.
If it snows, I got to go in.
Right,
Oh.
you got to plow.
You applaud a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm not gonna lie. I think it came up with the best album
gotta-
art we've ever had.
Oh, I'm in.
You gotta
Oh my
clean
god,
up
I'm
all
here for
those,
this.
Fucking
crashed
unbelievable.
It's gonna be all over the place. You notice an influx of crashed vehicles on the first snow?
At work, no.
All right, yeah, just general public, of course, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even when it rains,
yeah, it's
it rains. It's just accidents.
ridiculous.
everywhere.
Yeah, people Fucking terrible.
We need another plague.
You're not wrong.
Jordan MX5 will end on this one. What is the worst smelling fluid in a car?
Brake fluid.
No, transmission fluid.
I'd rather literally huff
Gear
boiling
oil.
diff fluid than smell brake fluid.
Brake fluid doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think Shook's wrong as well.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I hate getting brake fluid on my hands.
Yeah, it feels it feels like.
I can't.
How does
stand
sand feel like liquid? It doesn't make any sense. I fucking hate it.
it. Yeah, I can't. I don't like that or coolant too. Coolant
The
sucks.
worst car smell I've ever smelt was when I blew the diff in my Mark II, and it was like burnt gear oil.
Mhm.
I will never forget that smell, ever. It's
Raph just said burnt gear oil.
oh my god, oh, Jesus, yeah, it's
Yeah, gear oil.
one of the
sucks.
worst smelling smells to ever be smelt.
Gear oil is already rough when it's not burnt.
When it's not, right, exactly. Yeah. I added fluid to the Mustang when it was here, and we could smell it in the shop for like a week and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I literally did my diff, and I was like telling Nils, I'm like, yeah, I just did my diff the other night. He's like, oh yeah, I can smell it. Been smelling it all fucking day.
Yeah, I've been dealing with it. I think that is going to be it for us this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Mike, for coming and join us.
thank you.
As always, you can follow us on YouTube, where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Then hit up our website, reviveowner.com, where you can check out some merch. We're going to have new stuff up there for pre-order this weekend. And you can support us that way or the B for B as we discussed before. So I think that is going to be it. Peace out, everybody. You know, if it does snow, use your best judgment. Don't go out there causing havoc, or else they're going to come for you.
Just enjoy it.
And the Peachy Blues and go whoop whoop.
Yeah. What's the best time to cause trouble out there?
Might be true.
It
What
is the
time
most
do
fun.
the shifts change?
Exactly what hours do they work? That is going to be it for us. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye bye.